behind us right now, and Larry Munson. So you have the opportunity to listen to so many good things. And if you have it already downloaded, just go to the app. Click on win $1,000 or have a chance to win $1,000. Click on that. Fill out it. If you do not have the app, do it now. I mean, at least you have a shot of a free K.
If you don't download it, you have zero chance to win that $1,000. Zero. But if you enter, I mean, you download it, you got a shot. Yeah, somebody's going to win $1,000 on Monday
for sure. And if you forget about it until this weekend, you're going to see us on a commercial in the AFC Championship game first half. So.
Yeah, that's going to be. Yeah, some people will say it'll be corny, cheesy, whatever. Hey, you know what? All we're doing is just trying to have fun.
Yeah.
And let people know we exist and we're an option.
If you've heard the show, you know we like to have a good time, even without Andy, even when Andy can't show up.
You guys crack me up. Anyway, all right, let's get into some sports. I saw an interesting list came out today, and I'm gonna let you look at this. It says it's the most valuable athletic departments, and it says athletic programs, but I think it's more athletic departments. This is from CNBC. Okay, this list came from CNBC. It is amazing how big some of these programs are. Texas, $1.48 billion. That's the value of the University of Texas Athletic Department. Ohio State, $1.35 billion. Texas A&M, $1.32 billion. Georgia, $1.16 billion. It's incredible when you look at these numbers. Looking at the top 17 are either SEC or Big Ten or Notre Dame, which is number 6. But the top 17 are SEC and Big Ten. That's all you need to see. That shows you right there. These two leagues have all the power. The highest rated ACC program, number 18, Clemson, at $860 million. The top-rated Big 12 program, number 38, Kansas, and that's more to do with basketball than football, $620 million. The highest-rated Pac-12 program, Oregon State. Number 72 is South Florida. That's the highest-rated American Athletic Conference. UNLV is the highest-rated Mountain West Conference. The Conference USA, Mid-American Conference, and Sunbelt, none of their programs are in the top 75. That list is so obvious as to why the Southeastern Conference and the Big Ten, they control college athletics these days.
Yeah, and I don't think people really understand the difference between $1 million and $1 billion, like the vast difference. If I were to count in seconds to $1 million, it would take me around 12 days, a little under. If I was to count to $1 billion in seconds, it would take me 32 years.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
if you'd have asked me, I'd have said a year.
Nope. 32.
Oh my gosh.
If I were to,
that's the difference between $1 million and $1 billion.
If I were to give you $5,000 a day for 6 months, you would be a millionaire. If I were to give you $5,000 a day for 532 years, you'd be a billionaire. Think about that. That's how much money is flowing through these programs, and people don't realize
that's incredible.
How big $1 million to $1 billion really is. You're looking at these programs like Texas, Ohio State, the Aggies, the Bulldogs, Michigan, Notre Dame. Tennessee is on this list at 7.
Number 7, yeah.
Really, the first 13 programs bring in over $1 billion or are worth $1 billion as a whole. That's insane.
That is insane. And jeez, I've never heard that description between $1 million and $1 billion. That's crazy stuff to me. But, man, it just gets you thinking about the NIL world. And listen, we were talking before, and I know I have the show drawn out, but I'm going to change it up right off the bat. We were talking about, and I've mentioned this on the air before, the blue bloods versus the new bloods. And, listen, Curt Cignetti, 2 years at Indiana, national championship. It's going to be interesting to watch how his career goes moving forward. I mean, I've seen a lot of the, what do they call it, way too early top 25s, and Indiana's top 5 in every one of them. And maybe they will. But listen, I think having Fernando Mendoza was like the perfect storm to go with what the other needs were at Indiana. I don't know if they're going to be able to sustain it. I'm like this. I believe that the blue bloods will always be in the mix. You're always going to have your Ohio States, your Georgias, your USCs, your Michigans, your Alabamas, LSUs. You're always going to have those programs in the mix. Maybe not all of them all at the same time, but I think at least you'll have a good handful. But I also believe we're always going to have now a new blood that's going to rise up somewhere. Kind of maybe like Vanderbilt came close this year, but not quite. Who's to say you won't see a Northwestern, a Stanford, a Duke, someone like that, a Wake Forest, a Mississippi State? I think someday we're always going to have one program that you're like, what are they doing in this mix? Because of the world we live in.
Yeah, it'll be interesting for sure because, and we talked about this off air, not only do you have to put together a roster, but you have to put together a culture. And I think that's something that Kirk Cignetti did a good job these past 2 years is not only did he put together an elite roster, he put together a good culture of guys. And that's hard to do year in and year out.
Yeah, India did not have the highest payroll.
No, they didn't. And Mark Cuban talked about that. I know they've got the money, and they've got the money to compete, and they're not going to sit backseat to anybody. What I think is interesting, they're sitting at number 27 on this list at $775 million. I'd venture to say after this year, they're going to bump up a little bit.
Yeah, I think they'll bump up a little bit. But I'll tell you one that I think, and you and I were talking about this program before we came on air, I think Miami's going to be a player from this point forward. They are making inroads to all these transfers. You were talking about the transfer that went from Georgia to Missouri. It looks like now he's going to end up at the University of Miami. Those guys keep on getting some talented guys too. So I think you're going to see, I'm not going to say it's going to be like Miami was in the 80s when they were winning all these national championships back in the day. But I do think that now you're going to see Miami is going to be in the mix more often than not. I think Miami's about to join the haves again. They've been out for really since 2002. Miami really hasn't been a factor in over 23 years. But I think Miami's back, and I think they're back to stay. Kind of like Texas was down for the longest time. Now, Texas got back before the NIL stuff. But I think there are certain programs out there that should be in the mix every year, and I think Texas is one of them. I also think Miami is going to be the team to beat in the ACC. I think the days of Clemson and Florida State dominating that conference are over. I think Miami is the program to beat in the ACC.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. I know, so they're sitting at number 29 on this list. And again, this is just what their programs are valued at. This is not anything to do with how much NIL money's coming in. It doesn't mean how big your donors are. It has nothing to do with that. That just means how much your program is worth. They're sitting at number 29. Florida State's at 28. Clemson's at 18. The one thing I do know about Miami is they currently have a booster that's willing to spend a lot of money.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure he started like e-wallet or something like that. He's wanting to win now, and he's willing to spend money for it. To me, you look at Mark Cuban's side of things. He talked about return of investment. They talked about how they try to keep a culture in the locker room at Indiana where one guy's not making drastically more than the other. Like a Cam Coleman is not going to Indiana because Cam Coleman is looking for
the big bucks.
Mm-hmm. That's why he's at Texas. That's why Texas wanted a wide receiver to match with Arch Manning, and let's be honest, they're shelling out a lot of money on that roster. Indiana, from what they're telling us, I'd be interested to do a deep dive on this, is that they're just bringing in guys that fit their program, guys that fit. And if he's doing that and able to win national championships doing it, I told you this off air, I think we're going to learn more about Kirk Cignetti year 3, 4, and 5 of this experiment than we are in these first 2 years of him making a college football playoff run. To me, I'm not willing to sign off that he is a top 5 coach because he's won a national championship.
Oh, yeah, he for sure is.
He's done it. Is he the best in the game right now?
I'm not going to go there.
I'm not going to sign it off yet.
I think he's top 5, but I'm not going to put him number 1.
Yeah, I'm not going to sign off on it yet because I need to see what the response is after this year. Yeah. After a year without
expectations are going to be through the roof for Indiana in 2026. They just are. Can they live up to it? I don't know. I tell you, I know we're going to hit a break here in just a minute, but I want you to be thinking about this. I always like to do what I call the question of the day, and this is pretty much based on the fact that we've got, Andrew Jones, which just announced he's going to be elected or enshrined in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Here's my question, and really it's to you. Who's your Mount Rushmore of Atlanta Braves players? That's only 4 guys. Obviously, I'm talking 1966 to now. So Eddie Matthews made his mark in Milwaukee, and you had other guys, Warren Spahn. You really can't really put them on because they weren't truly Atlanta. I know Matthews played a little bit in Atlanta, but for the most part, his career was in Boston and Milwaukee. Who is your Mount Rushmore of Atlanta Braves baseball player? We're going to talk about that when we come back. You're listening to the Zone. You're listening to The Drive here on ESPN Radio. We'll be back after this.
The Drive will be back after a quick timeout. Stay tuned for more nonstop sports talk on The Drive, presented by Hardees.
Good morning. This is your Hardees 2 for $5 breakfast mix and match alarm. We've got fluffy eggs and sausage on a made-from-scratch biscuit ready. Or perhaps biscuit and gravy. Ooh, maybe a sweet cinnamon roll. Wake up and smell that sweet deal. Mix and match any 2 for just $5 for a limited time. Only at Hardees. Don't snooze on the app. Snag juicy deals, order ahead, and get to work on time. Maybe. Exclusive app offers for registered My Rewards members only. Available for limited time at participating restaurants.
Did you twist an ankle? Hurt your shoulder? Or maybe that weekend project left you with more than sore muscles? Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics is here to help. Our Urgent Ortho Walk-In Clinic in Cleveland is open Monday through Saturday, treating sprains, strains, fractures, and more. No appointment needed. There's no need to drive to Chattanooga for expert orthopedic care. Call, schedule online, or walk in today and get back to moving pain-free. Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. The Center for expert care right when you need it.
Start your new year in Drive and save big during Don Ledford's 2026 New Year's pre-owned sales event. Kick off your New Year's right with tremendous January 2026 savings on over 75 of the finest pre-owned vehicles you'll find anywhere. We have your favorite pre-owned Chevrolet and GMC trucks and SUVs on sale. Plus, we have over 40 of the other most popular brands to choose from, like Ford, Jeep, Hyundai, Nissan, Toyota, Kia, Mazda, and Mitsubishi. You name it, and we probably have it. Don Ledford Pre-Owned Trucks and SUVs in Cleveland is the dealership to go to if you're looking for quality, variety, and a dealership you can trust to back up every pre-owned vehicle they sell. And they've been doing it for over 44 years. Go online to donledford.com and review the vehicles you're interested in, and then visit our showroom at 4595 North Lee Highway in Cleveland to inspect and test drive your choice. You'll get a great deal during this annual event. Don Ledford Pre-Owned Automotive Center, where we say yes. Hurry, this sale ends February 2nd, 2026.
Hey, this is Alfonso, the general manager of Crown Cleveland, your local home for Jeep and Ram. I'm here to announce that we have revamped our express lane. We are fully staffed and ready to take care of all your quick lube and oil needs. Please Google Crown Cleveland and see our great service specials.
When you need a new roof, it's all about trust. Your home is too big an investment and you can't afford to make a mistake. Cleveland Plywood has the products and expertise you're looking for. Contractors have trusted them for over 50 years, and they carry only proven products from reputable suppliers like IKO. IKO Cambridge is one of the heaviest weight asphalt shingles you can buy, and their limited warranties are among the industry's best. Protect the investment you've made in your home. Go with the pros at Cleveland Plywood, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland. Call 472-3357. Welcome back to The Drive, presented by Hardees. Join the conversation. Text 423-749-1013. You can also listen anywhere on our website, ESPNCleveland1013.com.
The Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics Urgent Plus Ortho on Gun Barrel is now open 7 days a week. The McCallie, Dayton, and North Georgia offices are open Monday through Friday, and Cleveland is open Monday through Saturday for walk-in care. Prefer to plan ahead? Online scheduling for Urgent Plus Ortho walk-in care is also available at sportmed.com. All right, when we went to break, I threw out two, and this is pretty much for Jacob. This is on the heels of Andrew Jones. He's going to be elected or enshrined, I should say, in the Baseball Hall of Fame this coming summer. Got me thinking, who is the Mount Rushmore of Atlanta Braves? No Milwaukee or Boston Braves stats are allowed. What is your Mount Rushmore?
All right, so I'm going Hank Aaron. I'm going Chipper Jones. I'm going Greg Maddux. And I'm going to throw you a curveball here. This is not one that, like, you're thinking players on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Bobby Cox.
Bobby Cox.
And so
there's no stipulation that says a manager can't be in there, so I'm cool with it.
I started to think about it. I knew, Greg Maddux with his run in the 90s, like, there's really not a better pitcher that I can think of. What, four consecutive Cy Youngs?
Smoltz got one later on.
He did.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at my home run king, the guy that did it cleanly.
Henry Aaron.
Yep. And then I thought, so that's my outfielder. Then I went Chipper Jones, my infielder. Then I went to the pitching position, and then I'm like, all right, so where do I go next?
Mm-hmm.
I've hit the three big ones. Then I thought to myself, there's not been a better manager for the Braves and a guy that I enjoyed watching more than Bobby Cox go out there and throw a fit at the mound.
I mean, he got ejected more than Earl Weaver. I mean, that's all I need to hear. I mean, I didn't think, talk about records that are unbreakable. Nowadays, they don't even allow managers to argue, so you don't get as many ejections because the managers know as soon as I walk out on the field, they're going to toss me. You don't have those heated arguments like you once did. So I think his record is one of the most unbreakable records as far as managers getting ejected, because you just don't see it happen as much as you used to.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not a part of the game like it used to be. But man, did I enjoy watching it growing up.
Okay, here's mine, and I'm a Reds fan, so I'm doing this from a little bit different perspective. But I mean, I am here. I mean, it's not like I don't live where I live. I've lived here since 1971. I'm obviously going to go with the top three that you had. Aaron, Chipper Jones, and Maddux. To me, those are just absolute no-brainers. The fourth one was the most difficult because I thought, well, Glavine, Smoltz, Dale Murphy. I thought about Phil Niekro, Andrew Jones, Acuna, and I even put Austin Riley because I think he's on the way up. If he continues and he stays a Brave, he could enter that conversation. But I'm going Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman, and I know a lot of people are like, hey, he left us, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. He was the face of that franchise for a while, and so that's my guy.
The problem is like I could consider that. Like that could be an option, but when he's a Hall of Famer, he's going to have a Dodgers hat on.
I get that, and I do, and so that is something to consider.
To me, like he was almost like not even on the table for me. Like, yes, is he in Jacob Mason's conversation? Sure, because growing up, like I watched Freddie Freeman. I watched him throughout his young career, but now that he's rattled off 2 in a row and been the MVP of one of them, like I don't know, we're not going to see him in any other hat besides the Dodgers hat in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, let me ask you this, and I know we're going to get back into some football stuff and everything here in just a minute, but your thoughts about Austin Riley? This guy, he goes about his business quietly. Unless you're a Braves fan, you've noticed him. But I think nationally, he's probably one of the most least appreciated superstars in Major League Baseball. If this guy stays with the Braves for another 7-8 years, I think you're looking at a potential Hall of Famer in this guy. Yeah. I really believe that.
Yeah, he's got to take a couple steps forward. I feel like he had some really big years with us, then has kind of, injury bug a little bit here and there, and then just had some down times. But I think his contract with the Braves tells you what they think about him.
It goes through 2032 or something like that?
Yeah, and it's over $200 million. Yeah. And so, they obviously think that he's an asset worth keeping around, and I think he's a great player. And I think, like, I agree with you in the sense that he's kind of stepped up into that leader role in the locker room now that there's no Freddie Freeman around, now that there's not some of those older guys. But nationally, it's pretty quiet. Like you hear the same names at third base over and over and over and over again. But he's a guy that not also has power with his bat, but is a great defender as well.
Oh, he's tremendously gifted at third. He really is. I think he's one of the best third basemen all around in Major League Baseball. And yet, like you said, you always hear all these other names thrown out there. but he just goes about his job. Now, again, he needs to stay healthy, and that's been an issue here. Last year it was really rough. But, he's one of those names that just popped in my head when I was doing this list. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to include him. All right, I want to switch again. We're talking about Curt Cignetti. Did you see what Google did?
Yeah.
So when he first got the job, in case you don't know, in his initial press conference, I guess sports writers or media people were talking to him, and he goes, "Google me. I'm a winner." He goes, "I'm a winner. Just Google me." And sure enough, it was in there. Well, now, what happens when you Google Curt Cignetti? As of January 21st, when you Google Curt Cignetti, the line, "Yup, he won," YUP, "Yup, he won," is at the very top of the page. I love that. I think it's cool that Google is having a little fun with this stuff. But, like I said, that is something that I think is really cool. Curt Cignetti, it's amazing. I still can't get over what he has done at that school. We got some breaking news.
Got some breaking news. The Ravens are hiring Chargers defense coordinator Jesse Minter as their coach and signing him to a 5-year contract. So there's another coach off the board that's been expected. He was one of those guys in line to get a job. I know the Raiders were looking at him, especially with his Michigan ties with Tom Brady, but looked at as a very respected defensive mind in the game, and it shows that the Ravens continuing to look for a defensive-minded head coach.
Well, Jesse Minter, I knew earlier today that he asked the Cleveland Browns to remove him from their candidates as for people they're looking at. So there was a lot of speculation that he getting hired by the Ravens was looking more and more likely. So I think it's a pretty good hire now. I do. I think Jesse Minter has earned the right to take over a decent team, and we'll see what he does. Now, that being said, it's big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
John Harbaugh, by far is the winningest coach in Ravens history, and so he's got some big shoes to fill. But you know what? I think it's a solid hire. I don't think there's a lot of great candidates out there. I think he was one of the better candidates, so I think it's a good hire.
Well, if you're in their division, if you're in the Ravens division, you need to go ahead and watch out for floating cameras up around, people holding things out there. No, I'm just giving him a hard time. He followed him from Michigan.
Yeah. We all know about how you feel about those Wolverines. Hey, by the way, I saw this today. There were 9 Power 4 programs that finished the 2025 season without a single win over an FBS team with a winning record. You want me to name them all, or can you? I know you can name a couple of them.
I know one of them for sure, and it's going to pain a lot of our listeners to hear it.
You're right.
The Tennessee Volunteers are one of them.
They are one of them. Here are the 9 programs that did not have a single win over an FBS team with a winning record. Now, they may have been an FCS team with a winning record, but this is the power. This is talk about the big boys leagues. Auburn, they ended the season 5-7. Boston College, they ended the season 2-10. Maryland, 4-8. Missouri, another winning team, 8-5. North Carolina, 4-8. Oklahoma State, 1-11. Purdue, 2-10. South Carolina, 4-8, and Tennessee, 8-5. So you got 2 programs that have winning seasons. Actually went to bowl games. The other 7 didn't even qualify for a bowl.
Well, and I'm gonna give Auburn and Tennessee some love here. Tennessee is a couple plays away from beating Georgia. They're a couple miscues away in that Alabama game from being in that game, and also Oklahoma. Like, really, there's a world where Tennessee could have been, 10-2? You know?
Yeah, but what do they say? You are what your record says you are.
I agree, but then you look at Auburn, and it drove me nuts how much Hugh Freeze said, but we're so close. We're so close. We're almost there.
And everyone's going, yeah, but you're more interested in your golf scores, you know?
Yeah. But that was a really good roster. It really was. That was a good football team, and they played really, really hard games. They just didn't come out on top in those games. So, like you said, I do think both of those programs need an adjustment. Tennessee took the route of we're getting a new defense coordinator, and I think they're on the right track there. As not only
that was the biggest need they had to get. They've got to address that defense.
Well, and I'll be honest, I think with this Derek Owings hire, like that's a
strength guy.
Yeah, that's a huge hire because the one complaint I heard out of Knoxville is we don't practice hard enough. We're not physical enough. you are with your strength and conditioning coach more than any other coach on your entire roster, besides your position coach. That's the next closest one. But you spend more time in the workout room. You spend more time doing strength and conditioning type things as a football player or as a college athlete than you do anyone else. So nailing a guy that just took a team to a national championship, a guy that literally had a Mendoza beefing up 15 to 20 pounds over the offseason after he'd already been on college workout programs, I think it was a rock star hire, and I think Tennessee's ready to take that next step up.
I was a little surprised. When you told me that, I did not know that until yesterday when you showed me that. I wonder if Indiana made a counteroffer, but Tennessee just outbid them. I don't know the specifics there as far as what Indiana. I'm sure they tried to retain him, but that's a good hire.
You want to keep your national championship winning coaching staff together, and
easier said than done.
If Tennessee was able to poach him, it's because, one, he believes in what they're doing, and he's already to work. He's already up there leading workouts and doing his thing. So I think it was a great hire. I think the defensive coordinator position was a great hire as well. So I think the Tennessee Volunteers are, yes, they're on that list, but I don't think they'll be on it next year.
I know we're going to hit another break here in just a few minutes, but we haven't heard anything. At least I haven't heard any breaking news today. The college football playoff expansion, the deadline's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, and that's when it's supposed to come down. From what I'm reading, unless they extend that deadline another, because the original deadline was December 1st. They moved it from December 1st all the way to January 23rd. That's 54 days. They moved it back 54 days. Well, that 54th day is tomorrow. I don't think they can move it back again. They've got to have these things in place because all of this stuff, you got to put all your scheduling together early in the year for the latter part of 2026. And I think we're going to stay at 12. I really do. I do not think the SEC and Big Ten can agree on anything right now. To me, the SEC and Big Ten is kind of like getting Republicans and Democrats to agree on stuff. They're not going to do it.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to stay at 12. I think we're going to stay at 12 for a while, which I'm okay with it. I do not want to go to 24. If 16 is the max for me, I do not want to go to 24. But I think at some point we will. But I'm a little surprised that we haven't heard anything today about this.
Well, me and Josh Pate have a pretty similar outlook on what needs to happen.
Josh Pate, in case you don't know, is a big college football podcast guy.
Yeah, and he would have, he jokes around about being the next college commissioner. He would have
the first college commissioner.
I know. Yes, the first one. He would have my vote tomorrow, and it's for reasons like this. You move everything up to week 0. Mm-hmm. This was his idea, and it's very similar to what I had. You move everything up to week 0. You play rivalry games the weekend before Thanksgiving. Championship week is Thanksgiving. So this is where me and him are basically the same but differ a little bit. Instead of a play-in game, which basically it is, because if you win that game, you're probably in. If you lose that game, you're probably out. You have another game on your schedule. If you don't make your conference championship game, some of these big bowl season starts. Mm-hmm. It starts right then. You have the Citrus Bowl, the Pop-Tart Bowl, all those right after during Thanksgiving weekend. And it's like an extra data point for the committee to be able to select these teams. Then 1 through 16 play throughout the December months. Mm-hmm. They take a week off during Christmas. We finish everything up on January 1st, and then the portal window opens for a few weeks. Coaches decide where they're going to go. Kids decide where they're going to go. Everything closes up before the spring semester starts. College football is fixed. You don't have any. You don't hear any more problems from the calendar to who should make it, who shouldn't. That fixes just about all of the 95% big problems we talk about on the show.
Do you know what's interesting? And this wasn't that long ago. Probably, well, I can say like in the middle of the 2000s, like about 2005, 2006. The Big Ten used to end their season the week before Thanksgiving. The SEC and the Big 12 and the ACC, they all ended their season a week later. They always ended it the Saturday after Thanksgiving, where the Big Ten used to always end their season the Saturday before Thanksgiving. That was just the way it was. And it was interesting because I hadn't thought about that for a while, and then I heard someone bring that up, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. I remember when Ohio State would play Michigan the week before Alabama would play Auburn. That used to be a thing. the Big Ten was sitting there with, their season's over with the week prior to Thanksgiving. And that was done on purpose because they said they wanted their kids to be able to be home for Thanksgiving. So they did that. And then they finally, TV got like, hey, listen, we need these games now because you're hurting our television inventory by you guys not being around. So that's why television got the Big Ten to go to the end of their season along with the same of all the other leagues. But that used to be a thing, which was really interesting back in the day. All right, let's go ahead and take a break. Hey, when we come back, we're going to get into a Lane Kiffin tweet. Imagine that.
No way.
Imagine that.
He's on Twitter.
Lane Kiffin tweeted
X.
something, and we're going to get into that when we come back. You're listening to The Drive here on ESPN Cleveland.
The Drive will be back after a quick timeout. Stay tuned for more nonstop sports talk on The Drive, presented by Hardees.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, but only for a limited time. Pick 2 full-sized favorites for just $6.99. Bag yours before they're gone. Choose from the charbroiled double cheeseburger, hot ham and cheese, spicy chicken sandwich, and our saucy ham-breaded chicken tender wraps. You've got it in the bag. The Original Bag. Any 2 plus fries and a drink, just $6.99. Only at Hardee's. Get the best deals on the Hardee's app. Exclusive app offers for registered My Rewards members only. Tax not included. Available for a limited time at participating restaurants. Size and participation may vary.
Did you twist an ankle? Hurt your shoulder? Or maybe that weekend project left you with more than sore muscles? Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics is here to help. Our Urgent Ortho Walk-In Clinic in Cleveland is open Monday through Saturday, treating sprains, strains, fractures, and more. No appointment needed. There's no need to drive to Chattanooga for expert orthopedic care. Call, schedule online, or walk in today and get back to moving pain-free. Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. The Center for expert care right when you need it.
ESPN Cleveland 1013 is powered by Duracell.
When the road gets tough, make sure your ride is ready at Cleveland Tire Center on North Lee Highway. They keep you rolling with the best brands, expert installation, and prices that fit every budget. Whether you need new tires, a quick rotation, or a full alignment, their certified team delivers fast, friendly service you can trust. Stop in today and feel the difference that quality makes. Cleveland Tire Center, locally owned, dependable, and always ready to get you back on the road. Cleveland Tire Center, 4695 North Lee Highway, Cleveland, where the name says it all.
Could you use an extra $1,000? Of course you could use an extra $1,000. ESPN Cleveland 1013 and Hardees will be giving away $1,000 this Monday during The Drive at 5 p.m. But you must download the ESPN Cleveland 1013 app in order to win. $1,000 is up for grabs. Get all the details right now and download the app at ESPNCleveland1013.com.
Cleveland, the all-new Select Flooring and Remodeling is now open at 5555 North Lee Highway. We carry the top flooring brands you know and trust: Mohawk, Shaw, Engineered Floors, and United Weavers. We also specialize in home remodeling and roofing, delivering quality you can count on. Take advantage of 24 months interest-free credit. Come see us Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to 2. Call us today at 423-889-3007. That's Select Flooring and Remodeling, 5555 North Lee Highway, Cleveland. From the floors to the roof, we've got you covered.
Have you seen what happens when a weed eater gets too close to vinyl siding? Ouch! Choose steel siding from Best Buy Metals, available in board and batten and lap siding options. Permanent siding from Best Buy Metals is custom manufactured to the half-inch for a perfect fit. Stop by a showroom or go to bestbuymetalroof.com to learn how you can protect your structure.
Do your legs feel heavy, tired, or achy? Do you have restless legs or leg cramps? Dr. John Milligan at Milligan Vein offers office treatment that can make you look and feel better within a day. And your procedure is covered by most insurance. Visit milliganvein.com.
Welcome back to The Drive, presented by Hardees. Join the conversation. Text 423-749-1013. You can also listen anywhere on our website, ESPNCleveland1013.com.
Mayfield Dairy Chocolate Milk is a great recovery drink for athletes or anyone who exercises. Rich in calcium and vitamin D, get Mayfield's famous chocolate milk at multiple locations near you. Find out more at mayfielddairy.com. And you gave me some information right when we were about to come back. The guy that intercepted the pass for Indiana that pretty much ended the ball game, his last name is Sharp.
Yep, Jamari Sharp.
Yeah, Jamari Sharp. His dad.
Was it dad or was it uncle?
Uncle. His uncle was the guy who they called the pass interference on against Chris Gamble and Ohio State. Gave the Buckeyes a new set of downs where Ohio State scored, sent it into a second overtime where Ohio State eventually won. But what are the odds? Well, I think it's Glenn Sharp.
Glenn Sharp, yeah.
But, yeah, he got called for the pass interference. Very controversial. Was it pass interference? A very, very iffy call, but they made the call, period, end of story, when Ohio State went on to win. But what are the odds of that, of those two guys having a part of two of the most disappointing losses in Miami football history? One on the roster of Miami, the other on the roster of Indiana.
I know, a full circle moment.
Golly.
Isn't it crazy how sometimes in sports stuff like that happens? Like it's just wild that like of all of the possibilities, and you think this is a full game, right? A full game. Both of these individuals played. It both came down to those final moments, and they were deciding factors.
I know Jabari Sharp. He played high school football at Northwestern High School and in Miami, but he's been at Indiana. He didn't. I guess the U didn't recruit him, so he ends up at Indiana, and he's the guy that intercepts what looked like a promising drive for the U, if you will, going down the stretch there. What are the odds?
I know, and we talked about it on the show too. The technique that him in they're in cover two. He's got flat responsibilities there. When there's nobody in the flats, you sink and follow the vertical. And for him to do that and to really kind of not be in Carson, in my opinion, he's not in Carson Beck's vision. And he comes up and just snags that ball and ends the game. What an amazing moment.
That was. Okay, before we came on air, I showed you a video of the punt that Indiana punted to Miami. And, 4 downs later, that was the one where Indiana blocks the punt. They fall out in the end zone for a touchdown. Miami had I guess a trick play up their sleeve on that. Apparently, Chris Felica, you know who Chris Felica is. He's the one that saw let's see here. It says it appears that shows that Miami was setting up a trick play on that third quarter punt return. In the film, Malachi Toney, the great freshman for Miami, was supposed to be positioned at his own 15, and he drifts back, receives the punt, but he was supposed to throw it across the field, make a backwards pass. And if you look at the video, there's a Miami guy back there near the goal line. He is wide open. Had the punt not been so deep and Malachi Toney was on the other side of if he'd have been near the hash, he may have still tried it, but he was near the out of bounds. So he ended up not trying to throw it across the field like that. But could you imagine had he done that? That could have been a 14-point swing.
Yeah, I mean, he would have had the punter to beat, but if you watch the video, there's somebody that's trailing that's kind of staying back there so that the punter
could have been blocked.
Would have been taken out of that play to begin with. And like you said, a 14-point swing, it's crazy to think about. Then that led to
a punt block.
Indiana seeing something on special teams, same thing that I saw, that's open. The block is there, and they took it, and man, it speaks to how good this game was that we're sitting here on Thursday and we're still talking about it. And for the listeners that don't know, I just read off air as well that 30.1 million people tuned in to watch this game. It's the second most watched college football national championship since the 2015 Oregon Ducks versus Ohio State.
I love that because it's great to see the numbers growing, because last year the numbers were not as good as what a lot of people thought they were. And a lot of people thought, well, people are just disenfranchised with the NIL and the portal. People are tuning out college football. Well, if anything, the portal and NIL was bigger in 2025, and the numbers are great. We had great numbers this year. Obviously, the NFL numbers are still significantly bigger. I saw those 2 playoff games between that were the Saturday games, the highest rated NFL Saturday playoff games of all time. It was like 40 some odd million people watched the overtime game between Denver and Buffalo.
I think that's a good way to measure where college football is compared to, like, when you're looking at the national championship versus some of these AFC. It's never going to compare to the Super Bowl because the Super Bowl has a halftime that goes along with it. It has a lot of different things that go along with what makes the Super Bowl so popular. The commercials, Lord, I know people that are not sports fans that just tune in to watch the commercials and halftime.
Well, Steve Hartline, he has Nicole from Hardees.
Yeah.
He has her on every Monday, and all she does is talk about the commercials.
Yeah,
she ranks the commercials.
So there's things that like college football is competing with there. So I think like this AFC Championship weekend, what the numbers are like versus a college football national championship will show you kind of where college football fans versus NFL is. And again, NFL, bigger cities, bigger following. You're talking about 2 mainly regional, but people tuned in. This was a really, really good national championship game. People were interested.
So and every year it's on Monday night, so it is not like it's a different night this year than it was in years past. So you looked it up. Every national championship game since the college football playoffs been around since 2014, every single one of them's been on a Monday night. So they are consistent as far as that goes. But it does make you wonder, and I don't know if we'll ever know, if the college football national championship game was on a Saturday night, unopposed by the NFL. I think the number would even be greater. I really do. Because people don't have to get up and go to work on Sunday.
Problem is, Jim, is I think too many people be partying in each other's houses and having been, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be, I think about how great a Saturday national championship would be just from a viewer's perspective in the sense of, like, I like to watch it with my buddies.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I can't stay up till 11 o'clock at night on a Monday knowing I got to be at work on Tuesday with my friends. Like the Super Bowl, especially the stage of life I'm in, a lot of my friends go home after the halftime show.
I always wonder about this too, and I know Nielsen, they have a way of doing this, but like you go to these, like we were at Champies, the big screen. Lord, there's probably 50 people watching the national championship game at Champies on one big screen. How do those numbers get counted?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because and listen, Champions, Lord, they probably got 50 TVs in there. I mean, I don't know how all that works. I know there's got to be some kind of an average type thing. I don't know how they do that, but those numbers are probably there's probably more people watching it than we realize.
Yeah, because I would assume that they probably do an average household of like 4.
Yeah,
like I would.
But
think,
do they count bars a different way than they do a typical residence? A house like you or I live in.
If you know the answer to that, you can text us.
That would be something. Cause I don't know. I've always wondered that because Lord knows the Super Bowl is played on a Sunday, and you always see these videos of people watching games in bars and stuff like that. And don't you love the ones where someone's videotaping the bar? And they're not watching the game; they're just watching the people, and some crazy game saving play or like a Hail Mary or something, and you watch the reaction of this bar. I think those are always cool too, man. But I always wonder how do you count these people in these bars and whatnot.
Yeah, so if you know the answer, text us at 423-749-1013. Let us know, because I'll be honest, it's something that I don't know. And while we're on the topic, remember, you can win $1,000 by just downloading our app and entering to win. Download the app, click on register to win that $1,000. So $1,000 could be in your pocket. Just download the app.
On Monday. Okay. I said before we went to break, Lane Kiffin, he has called for peace between LSU and Ole Miss fans. Here's his tweet. It's a sport, guys. Stop attacking each other personally and each other's families. Move on. Both sides just enjoy what you have. Make a grateful list of what you have this morning and focus on that and not what you don't have. Needless to say, that did not go over well with the Ole Miss fan base. Lane Kiffin needs to just stop tweeting for a while.
Yeah, just get off. Go coach LSU. Stop trying to get on the Ole Miss Georgia broadcast. Stop making it about you. Like, that's the problem. Like, everywhere he's been, he somehow finds a way to make it about him. And at Ole Miss, like, everybody kind of let that go under the rug because he had been loyal to Ole Miss, and like his Twitter was his thing, and yada yada yada. Like, that screamed. Basically, what that tweet said is, be thankful that I'm here and that I'm not over there. Or be thankful, like, LSU, you guys be thankful, and don't worry about me over there at Ole Miss. Like, bro, at this point, Ole Miss made a playoff run. Your LSU Tigers got some work to do.
Yeah, they're behind Ole Miss right now.
Yeah, you got, and especially if these these judges are just going to sign off on people to play. Like the same with the basketball.
I'm glad you brought that up because we're getting to that next.
If Trinidad is back in an Ole Miss jersey, that makes them a player again next year.
Yeah, unbelievable. And you know how I feel. I'm against all this stuff. I don't think Pavia should have been eligible. I don't think that Trinidad should be eligible. And I for sure don't believe that Bediako should be eligible for Alabama. Kentucky's head coach, Mark Pope, suggests that the NCAA bans teams with NBA players from the NCAA tournament. That's a big time calling out of Nate Oates, if you ask me. ESPN's Seth Greenberg also explained that while judicial law currently allows him to play, the NCAA could still force Alabama to forfeit every game in which he appears. Would the NCAA do that? Could they or should they? I don't know.
Should they? Yes. Should they? Absolutely.
Will they?
Would they in 2008? Yeah.
Yes, they would.
They would have. In 2008, we're looking at guys getting suspended for selling their jersey for $800. You're looking at guys having to sit out half the games for signing cards and you know, the Johnny Manziels of the world.
Yeah.
They actually had a backbone back then when all this was illegal. Now that these doors have been not just open, but someone has kicked them open, broken the hinges off of the door, they just sit there and they say, all right, guys, you guys figure it out. Just don't hurt each other.
Yeah.
Like, it's so bad, dude.
My thing, could the Southeastern Conference or the Big Ten or the Big 12 or the ACC, could they impose their own, not law, but rule? So you cannot do this, and every head coach must sign it, and there's no deviating from it.
And this is where I'm going to be hard on Greg Sankey. Maybe he did have this conversation, and Oates just said, well, there's nothing you can do about it. Sit back and watch me do it. But Greg Sankey should have basically said, you're not doing this. This is not going to be a thing. This does not look good for our conference. This does not look good for the University of Alabama.
What about the athletic director at Alabama or the president of Alabama?
Well,
they could step in and stop this too.
The guy, the judge that signed off on it is a donor to the University of Alabama. Like, make this world make sense. Anything, we can just basically sign into law that professionals can come back. Lord, give me Brock Bowers back. He's played with the Raiders. Well, we'll pay him what the Raiders are not paying him.
Hey, LeBron James he never played it down or never played a second college basketball. He could go sign with anybody.
Yeah. Hey,
right.
Yeah. Aaron Murray has a year of eligibility left. Bring him back to it. Like, Tennessee fans, they can think of anybody. Think about how good Tennessee basketball. So Tennessee's being affected by this because they're the next game on Alabama's schedule. They're going.
I know that he's eligible to play, but will he play? That's the big question on Saturday.
I mean, if he's been a part of the program and he's been practicing, I'm sure he will. But my thing is, Tennessee could say, hey, look at all these guys that are in G League, but also in the NBA that have played for us. And
now they're no longer,
playing. They're not playing for us anymore, but they've got years.
They still got college eligibility left.
Just bring them back. Like, to me, it's the wild, wild west. And if we can't even if the NCAA is not going to do it, then the SEC needs to do it. Greg Sankey needs to step up and say, everywhere in the country may do this, but we're saving college sports. We're writing it into our bylaws. You can't do it.
I cannot believe this is actually something going on. I thought there's no way you could ever even attempt to do this, much less go through. And right now, he's eligible to play basketball tomorrow or on Saturday against Tennessee. A guy that hadn't played for Alabama in 3 years.
I don't necessarily agree with it. I can see the Pavia stuff. I can see the Trinidad stuff. I can't
see that.
I can see these guys that either play JUCO or
JUCO always has counted in the past. It's always counted in the past.
I know, but to me, the line is a hard line. a hard,
professional.
Yes.
Yes.
The hardest of hard lines that you can't. It's not. There's no gray area here. You got drafted. You spent 2 years in the G League, and now
you did not withdraw your name from the NBA draft. You left it in there.
You left it. You got drafted. You played in the G League, which is semi-professional basketball. You're done.
Yeah, absolutely.
It should be as simple as that. But yet we're sitting here because Alabama is greedy and wants to win. Baylor, we're not going to just pick on Alabama. Baylor's doing it too.
Been doing it for 2, maybe 3 weeks now.
So Baylor's to blame as what? Baylor's what opened the store. And so the greed of wanting to be good and the greed of trying to win, not the right way, is leading to this, and somebody has to step up and stop it.
College athletics is a mess right now. Hey, I hope everyone out there enjoyed the show. We will be here at 5 o'clock on Friday. Have a good evening, everybody.
The new home for ESPN Radio is ESPN Cleveland 101.3. It's time for a Don Ledford of Cleveland traffic update on ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Don Ledford Chevrolet GMC, located on North Lee Highway in Cleveland. Or visit donledford.com for details. Don Ledford, where we say yes. It's on-time traffic with Commander Chuck.
Well, good evening. As traffic gets heavier here in the construction zone, it's been on and off today on 75 over here around East Brainerd 153. I can still see a lot of volume making its way over White Oak Mountain, pushing on up towards Cleveland, Bradley County. It's stop and go right now at 153 and Hamill Road as that traffic builds back into the Hickson area. Happy Hemp Pharmacy at their new location on Cummings Highway in Lookout Valley, right next to Walmart. Stop by tonight. Happy Hemp Pharmacy. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
From the Alon Planning Partners Weather Center.
Just like the weather, markets change fast. Alon Planning Partners helps you stay prepared.
Visit them online at alonplanning.com or give them a call at 423-315-1441. Here's your forecast on ESPN Cleveland 101.3.
Clear out this afternoon with highs of around 54. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with highs of 48. Then Friday night, we'll have temperatures dropping well below freezing. And by Saturday morning, we'll have sleet and freezing rain moving in. That'll continue for much of the day, leading to some light icing. But by Sunday, we'll transition to rain. However, we are expecting some issues out there Saturday, so be weather aware and check back for updates. I'm Storm Alert meteorologist Clay Smith.
Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 51 degrees. MilliganVane.com.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles.
Could you use an extra $1,000? Of course you could use an extra $1,000. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 and Hardees will be giving away $1,000 this Monday during the drive at 5 p.m. But you must download the ESPN Cleveland 101.3 app in order to win. $1,000 is up for grabs. Get all the details right now and download the app at ESPNCleveland1013.com.
ESPN Cleveland 101.3 is powered by Duracell.
Hey, this is Alfonso, the general manager of Crown Cleveland, your local home for Jeep and Ram. I'm here to announce that we have revamped our express lane. We are fully staffed and ready to take care of all your quick lube and oil needs. Please Google Crown Cleveland and see our great service specials.
From the Kia of Cleveland Studios, this is ESPN Cleveland 101.3, WCLE HD2 Cleveland, W267BI Cleveland, ESPN Cleveland 101.3.
The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making the top of your house the best it can be. Visit bestbuymetalroofing.com.
Thanks for taking my call. Let me just say this right here. Bruce Pearl, Stephen Pearl. Hey, down here in Alabama, we don't give a damn what you think. So let's get that right there. The cat is out of the box. I hope Nate Oates plays Bediako, and it's B-E-D, Bediako, not Badiako, and whatever the hell y'all been calling him today. I hope he scores 30 points and gets 30 rebounds. Hope he blocks 20 shots tomorrow. And let me say this to Stephen Pearl. There's not a player on the Alabama team that's going to have a problem with this. Because, hell, a high school team could out-rebound this team on some nights. They don't like to do nothing but shoot. So getting a 7-foot, 250-pound center to rebound and throw it back out so we can shoot it again, that's right up our alley. Ain't going to be nobody on this team that has any problem with it. Any problem with it. Y'all need to stick to Auburn. Let me tell Stephen Pearl something. Only reason you got that job because your daddy. That's the only reason. The only reason. You ain't never going to see a Sweet 16 at Auburn. Just a waste of time. Just a daddy coach. Don't worry about what Alabama's doing, Stephen Pearl. Worry about what your team's doing. I applaud Nate Oates. I applaud Nate Oates for this move. And let me tell you, no, I don't agree with it. I think it's the dumbest thing that I've ever seen in my life. I think it's crazy, pathetic, stupid, and ignorant. But I also think the NCAA is all them words and more. And this is how pathetic it's become. And what really pisses me off is that some of y'all got a problem with this because Alabama doing it. Y'all got a problem with it now. Yeah, y'all got a problem with it. But y'all ain't got a problem paying a quarterback $4 million that ain't been to school in 2 years. Y'all ain't got no problem with that. Hell, the Illinois basketball team got 12-year pro experience overseas. Y'all ain't got a problem with that. But no, Alabama's going too far now. No! The whole thing's crazy. The whole thing's a mess. There ain't no sheriff in this town. The sheriff's the NCAA, and they ain't got no kahunas. The jail cell's wide open, and they're out by the pool. And where's our great leaders? Where are they at? Yeah, they up there talking about a 16 and 2014 playoff. Hell no, the cat's out of the bag. This is a town without a sheriff. I don't care. I hope we go get 3 more players from the G League. Let's go get Primo. Hell yeah, let's go get Primo. Y'all talking, y'all piss me off with that crap. Indiana got 20 players over 25 years old. Y'all ain't have no bad problem with that. Oh, that's Indiana. That's the greatest story ever. Greatest story ever. Hell, they're a pro team. They own it in the pocket. Y'all idiots. Come off your high horses. I don't hear this crap. Hope Bediako goes for 30 and 20 tomorrow. I hope we win the NCAA tournament, and he's the MVP. Not agree with it, but I love it because it proves what morons, idiots, and delusional, pathetic leaders college sports has running this. Y'all got no balls. Y'all want Washington to fix your problems. Washington can't fix nothing. Nothing Washington can't fix. Man, y'all pathetic. Hope he goes for 30 and 20. It's an example how pathetic it is. I hope Nate Oates gets 3 or 4 more players out of G League. Let me tell Georgia something. Your coach is turning into Dabo Sweeney. He don't like to recruit defensive tackles. He likes to develop them, and he can't do it no more. He's turning into Dabo Sweeney, and y'all don't want to accept it. That's the real damn truth. Elvis has left the building.
Elliot is up next from Ohio.
Paul Feinbaum, Elliot from the SECisoverrated.com. I welcome the opportunity to have a conversation with Adriana. Call her back, get her on the phone. Let's set this up because I'm more than happy to talk about the top-heavy Big Ten. But that's not what I'm calling about, Paul. I'm calling to ask you a few questions. What's your thoughts on Tony Petitti's wanting a 2014 playoff and automatic bids and everything that goes with that? What do you think about that with Tony?
Well, I tell you, initially I thought it was insane, but the more, after talking to Talty a few minutes ago, I'm not sure you couldn't get the SEC coaches now to vote in favor of it because they are concerned, if not mortified, at this 9-game schedule because a lot of them still have reasonably difficult non-conference games, and the path to the playoff is going to become more complex.
I agree 100%, and I'm surprised you actually went down that road because I think, to me, you've been a little bit critical, a lot critical of Tony over the past year. And my question is, do you not understand what he's doing, just like you didn't understand what Signetti was doing. I mean, you said, look, I didn't understand. Now I do. And are you going to have a mea culpa moment with Tony Bettini like you did with Kurt Signetti?
Well, I think I just answered your question, Elliot. So I think the problem sometimes is, and I asked Talty a bunch of questions. It's less about Greg Sankey fixing the SEC than it is about the culture of the SEC, and I'll include myself in there. I think I've been pretty forthcoming recently, but we do get in this cocoon or silo, however you want to describe it, and that's why I asked John about what's going to happen at SEC Media Days, because you'll flip this channel on and you're going to hear the same thing you heard last year. Now, that doesn't mean the results will be the same, but it doesn't mean they won't be either.
Excellent. I'm surprised. I'm just astounded every day what I hear coming out. But, hey, set it up with Adrienne, because we've talked online. We've debated a lot on X. I'm more than happy to talk to her about the strength
We'll
of
set that up, yeah. And by the way, I be careful about Adrienne. She's pretty smart.
Oh, she's a heavy hitter. No doubt. But I'm ready for that.
Well, I'm sure you are. I hope you are, at least.
Thank you.
Thank you for the call, Elliot. You better be. Let me check in with Eagle in Austin, Texas. Go right ahead, Eagle.
Hey, Paul. Greetings from the home of the number 13 Texas Longhorns. Money is the root of all evil, and it's hard for anybody to say with a straight face that college football isn't a business. It pays its employees. It generates hundreds of millions of dollars worth of revenue. And I think if I were a college athletic director, I'd be worrying that someone's going to mount a full-fledged attack on the deductibility of contributions made to football foundations or foundations where the money all goes to football, because there is hardly, it's hard to say that there's any educational purpose served by college football other than having the name of the university where they play, and being being in some way subject to the wishes of the Board of Regents, whoever runs the university. But if it's a business, and if it had to pay taxes on its television revenue, and if donors could not deduct their contributions, then I think we'd see college football that a lot of us would like better.
Eagle, that is well laid out. I thank you for sharing that. You be well. Hope to talk to you again. Why don't we take a break? We still have plenty of time if you want to give us a ring at 855-242-7285. A lot of topics on the docket, and we're back after this.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
The new home for ESPN Radio is ESPN Cleveland 1013.
From the Alon Planning Partners Weather Center.
Clear skies or cloudy markets, Alon Planning Partners helps you keep your future on track.
Visit them online at alonplanning.com or give them a call at 423-315-1441. Here's your forecast on ESPN Cleveland 101.3.
Clear out this afternoon with highs of around 54. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with highs of 48. Then Friday night, we'll have temperatures dropping well below freezing. And by Saturday morning, we'll have sleet and freezing rain moving in. That'll continue for much of the day, leading to some light icing. But by Sunday, we'll transition to rain. However, we are expecting some issues out there Saturday, so be weather aware and check back for updates. I'm Storm Alert meteorologist Clay Smith.
Take ESPN Cleveland 101.3 with you wherever you go. Listen online at ESPNCleveland1013.com. Presented by Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 has scored its very own app.
It shoots and scores.
With the ESPN app, you can listen live from anywhere. You'll get the links for the very latest sports news and information. Somebody made a huge trade? You'll know about it. Access to the latest scores and standings? You'll have it. Go to ESPNCleveland1013.com and download the brand new ESPN Cleveland 101.3 app today at ESPNCleveland1013.com.
Could you use an extra $1,000? Of course you could use an extra $1,000. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 and Hardees will be giving away $1,000 this Monday during the drive at 5 p.m. But you must download the ESPN Cleveland 101.3 app in order to win. $1,000 is up for grabs. Get all the details right now and download the app at ESPNCleveland1013.com.
ESPN Cleveland 101.3 is powered by Duracell.
Hey, this is Alfonso, the general manager of Crown Cleveland, your local home for Jeep and Ram. I'm here to announce that we have revamped our express lane. We are fully staffed and ready to take care of all your quick lube and oil needs. Please Google Crown Cleveland and see our great service specials.
Don't miss the Paul Feinbaum Show, weekday afternoons from 2 until 5 on ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Always topical, always entertaining. Paul Feinbaum on ESPN Cleveland 101.3, presented by Hardees.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles.
The Mavericks.
Flag launches and drains it.
The Warriors at the Mavericks. Coverage begins tonight at 7 Eastern. With tip-off at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. Presented by Indeed.
Sports are always in season on ESPN. Always rivalry season.
It's that type of rivalry.
Always top 10 season.
You got some top plays for you, though, here.
Top plays, 10-1.
Let's get to your top plays. And always.
Did you see that?
Season. Download the ESPN app and get over 47,000 live events all year long. All of ESPN, all in one place. ESPN, always in season.
May I gather your attention, please? The NFL Pro Bowl games are back. The league's biggest stars of the year show off on a brand new stage in San Francisco, celebrating the season with an AFC-NFC showdown, flag football style. One game, all the sellers. The 2026 Pro Bowl games, powered by Verizon. Tuesday, February 3rd at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Also streaming on the ESPN app. Yeah, 101.
We are back. Great to have you. Chris is up next in South Carolina. Hello, Chris.
Oh, Paul, is that a ding, Paul? Is that a ding? Hold on, I'm getting my hearing back because all that hollering from the first call of the hour, it seemed like I was shooting a cannon at Clemson at the bottom of the hill, Paul. But, Paul, in the first hour, somebody asked you a question, and I understand why you didn't respond to it, and I understand why you danced around it because you're between a rock and a hard place. But they put a question up to you, and they said your Mount Rushmore callers, Paul. Can I give you my four? Can I give you my four?
Yeah, go right ahead.
from a caller that's been listening 10 years and that's been listening to your show. I didn't call in until about 5 years ago, but I've been calling in here pretty regular. But my Mount Rushmore, and I'm going to tell you, I'm taking all my feelings out of it. You got to put Our Man on there. Much as he get on my nerves, you got to put Legend on there.
ESPN Cleveland 1013 is powered by Duracell.
Hey, this is Alfonso, the general manager of Crown Cleveland, your local home for Jeep and Ram. I'm here to announce that we have revamped our express lane. We are fully staffed and ready to take care of all your quick lube and oil needs. Please Google Crown Cleveland and see our great service specials.
Listen to the Alon Exchange, hosted by financial professionals Jay and Brittany Hagee, owners of Alon Planning Partners. Each week they discuss all things financial and answer your questions about investing, preparing for retirement, paying down debt, and more. The Alon Exchange, Saturdays at 7 a.m. on ESPN Cleveland 1013.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles.
The Lee Flames Sports Network is on the air. This is the Smith Family McDonald's pregame show. Lee Athletics is brought to you by CHM Memorial, McDonald's, Food City, Hardees, Toyota of Cleveland, Just Love Cafe, Cleveland Utilities, Zaxby's, Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, Taziki's, and Crown CDJR of Cleveland. Now let's go to your broadcasters, Philip Tang and the voice of the Flames, George Starr. And a pleasant good evening, everybody. Welcome to Montgomery, Alabama, as we get ready for Lady Flames basketball and Flames basketball tonight as we start the second half of conference action as the Lady Flames take on the Warhawks of AUM. This is your McDonald's Countdown to Tip-Off show. Philip Tang here with you tonight as the Lady Flames come in with an 11-5 record overall, 7-4 in conference play. Meanwhile, AUM 2-15 overall, 2-9 in GSC play. As I mentioned, this is the second time these two teams have met this year. The Lady Flames met them back on December 6th, back at Walker Arena. 79-56 was the final score in this one. For AUM, they're 1-4 in their last 5 games. Their 2 wins have been in conference have been over Christian Brothers and over Montevallo. However, they have started playing teams very, very tightly. They lost in an overtime thriller to West Alabama, 99-95, as it was Tamara Brown scoring 41 points in that game. So you know what she's capable now of doing in terms of scoring the basketball. They lost by 25 to Huntsville. They only lost by 7 on the road at West Florida, then lost by 9 on the road at Valdosta State. So you know they're playing some of their best basketball of the year, even though they are not getting wins. For the Lady Flames, they got 2 big wins this past week over Union and Christian Brothers. The Union win especially big, 79-66, then the 63-45 win over top of Christian Brothers on Saturday. Lady Flames' Anna Mahonen scored 25 points in the win over Union and then added 14 more in the win over CBU. She was named the Gulf South Conference Player of the Week. So congrats to Anna Mahonen in that, as she just passed 1,000 points and 500 career rebounds. A couple weeks ago, Hannah Jones is closing in on 1,000 collegiate points. She, her first 2 years at Johnson University up in Knoxville, scored 926 points. She has 53 points at Lee this year. She just needs 21 more to get to 1,000. Let's see if she can get that here this evening. It's going to be an interesting weekend in terms of weather. Of course, stay tuned to Mix 104.1 and ESPN Cleveland 101.3 for all the latest weather information. The game on Saturday has been moved up to a 12-2 Central start, a 1-3 Eastern in Montevallo, trying to get the teams home before the ice may hit on Saturday, or at least the stronger parts of it. We'll have those broadcasts for you right here on ESPN Cleveland 101.3 as well. The Lady Flames heading back to their bench in their Navy uniforms. High fives from Coach Marty Rowe. We will take a timeout and come back with your starting lineups and the tip-off from right here at Walker Arena. This has been your McDonald's Countdown to Tip-Off show here on the Lee Flames Sports Network.
At McDonald's, we're making changes every day to serve you better. It's what we're made of. And serving you better means fresh beef quarter-pounder burgers. Your burger, his burger, her burger. All cooked fresh, right when you order. Made from pure North American beef and just a pinch of salt and pepper. Because we think there's nothing better than fresh beef quarter pounder burger made for you, right when you order. And that's just one way we're showing you what we're made of.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside. Or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now get it straight from our doors to yours.
Dr. Austin Hazelwood is now welcoming new patients at CHI Memorial Family Practice Associates in Cleveland. To schedule your appointment, please call us today at 423-339-1760.
Cozy up to the goodness of the new grilled cheese bacon burger. Angus beef, bacon, and Swiss and American cheese melting on our soft buttery sourdough. And our new grilled cheese breakfast sandwich with sausage or bacon and a fried egg. Only at Hardees.
As a homeowner, I'm always looking for peace of mind, especially when I have a costly unplanned expense, like a cooling system repair or replacement. That's when I turn to the free eScore home evaluation program offered by Cleveland Utilities. This program offers invaluable advice from experts trained and approved by TVA. A network of contractors are licensed and insured, so you can be assured the job will be done right and inspected for free. Sign up online at www.2escore.com or call Cleveland Utilities at 472-4521 to learn more. Always looking for ways to help our community. We are Cleveland Utilities, your hometown connection.
Dennis and Marcia Botts at Award Realty support Lee University basketball. The realtors at Award Realty in Cleveland can help you make the right real estate decision. Find your dream home today. Call 423-400-1042 or email Marcia at marciabotts.com. From Dennis and Marcia Botts and the team at Award Realty, go Flames!
When injuries happen on and off the field, C4 Sports Therapy offers a total body functional approach to rehabilitation and helps you get back in motion fast. C4 is a different kind of therapy, offering personalized treatment programs and performance training and analysis in our professional athletic training facilities in Chattanooga and Cleveland. Our experienced high-energy team is focused on helping you recover fully from injuries, regain fitness after surgery, and prevent re-injury. Take your performance to the next level at sportmed.com/C4.
Hi, I'm Broderick, and I hate going into other jewelry stores because I feel like I'm walking into the set of a scary movie with a salesperson staring at me the whole time without saying a single word. Or I feel like I'm going to visit the Queen of England, and I am not worthy to be in the presence of such a lavish jewelry store. I made a promise to never allow that experience to happen. At BW James, you'll find no high-pressure sales tactics and a down-to-earth staff that really cares about you finding the perfect engagement ring or wedding band. BWJamesJewelers.com.
When you need immediate medical care, AFC Urgent Care is here and ready to see you 7 days a week. AFC Urgent Care providers treat colds, flu, burns, allergic reactions, and viral infections. Plus, perform digital x-rays, sutures, sports physicals, and same-day in-house labs and much more. AFC Urgent Care clinics see patients 6 months and up and are open at convenient hours that fit into your busy schedule. Your local AFC is open, safe, and ready to serve you.
And welcome back here to the AUM Athletic Complex as we get ready for Lee basketball. Gentlemen in uniform sing the national anthem here this evening. Let's take a look at the AUM Warhawks, the home team on the scoreboard lineup. Head coach is Ashley Phillips. This is by Kim Kern, Alex Stewart, and Kayla Rougier. A 5'6" sophomore from Muscle Shoals, Alabama, number 2, Tamora Brown. A 5'6" senior from Ridgeland, Mississippi, number 11, Andy Flatguard. 5'10" junior from Prattville, Alabama, number 12, Keziah Say. A 5'11" junior from Auburn, Alabama, number 20, Nevaeh Small. And a 5'9" freshman from Pontotoc, Mississippi, number 24, Samaya Brooks. AUM is 2-15 overall and 2-9 in conference play. Now for your Lee University Lady Flames head coaches Marty Rowe, assistant coaches Jan Spangler, Addison Smith, Mallory Hampton, Kelly Minikaiser, Jeff Steve, and Drew Linus. A 6'1" graduate student from Cleveland, Tennessee, number 00, Anna Mahonen. A 5'8 redshirt sophomore from Huntsville, Alabama, number 2, Libby Privet. 5'10 junior from Cleveland, Tennessee, number 15, Hannah Jones. A 5'9 redshirt senior from Cheyenne, Wyoming, number 20, Bailey Delbridge. And a 5'10 redshirt junior from Cleveland, Tennessee, number 23, Kara Williams. Lady Flames are 11-5 overall, 7-4 in conference play. Your officials tonight, Kristen Jones, Kim Leong, and Truett Nettles. As I introduce AUM's lineup in here this evening, not that many people in the arena right now. AUM in their home white uniform. Lee, of course, in their navy uniforms. AUM with the orange numbers and some black trim around the shorts and up the uniform. The Lady Flames in maroon with the white numbers, and then white and maroon down the sides and maroon on the bottom of the shorts as well. They'll go from, I guess, right to left as we look at it here on your radio dial. It'll be Mahonen to jump it up against Small. And we're about ready to get things going. Lady Flames ready to start the second half of action. And so here goes. It'll be won by AUM. It'll be flat guard with it for the Warhawks. Flat guard goes towards the left, goes right through the hands of Small. Brooks, but she goes back and gets it. Now here's Small. Right side for flat guard, guarded by Williams. The lob down low on the baseline here for Brooks. Brooks will dribble on in, hesitate, a little runner up. It's going to be short. Rebound pulled down by Mahonen. And here come the Lady Flames with it, their first possession of the game. This is Privet now for Mahonen. Top of the key, now in towards the corner. Long three on the way, too strong. Offensive rebound pulled down by Hannah Jones. She'll put it back up and in. So the Lady Flames, just like the other day against Christian Brothers, get the first bucket on a Hannah Jones putback, except this time she wasn't fouled. 2-0 your score. Here's flat guard, hands it off for number 12, Say. Say in towards the corner, left side. Long left-handed jump shot is good from 19 feet for the lefty Brooks. And we're tied at 2-2. That was Small with that. Here's Privet now into the corner for Williams. Williams now for Jones. Back for Privet in the corner. Open for a three. Halfway down and out. Rebound again by Hannah Jones. She'll flip it over. Bailey Delbridge will pump fake. Drives the baseline, gets cut off. Nothing there. Privet back out. Kara Williams. Extra pass for Jones. Jones cross court for Privet again. Into the corner for Delbridge. She's going to pump fake. Hesitate. Drive for runner. No. Offensive rebound by Mahonen. She'll put it back up and in. The Lady Flames retake the lead 4-2. 3 offensive rebounds already, or 2 offensive rebounds. 3 chances for the Lady Flames early on. Here comes Brooks with it. She scored 41, as I mentioned earlier, against West Alabama. Runner up, no. Rebound pulled down by Mahonen. And here comes Kara Williams with it quickly into the front court. Kara on the left side, hesitates, needs some help. Flips it across court for Privet. Here's Delbridge. Into the lane for Mahonen. Mahonen will turn from just inside the free throw line and nail it. 6-2 your score. Lady Flames coming out here nicely early on. Back the other way we go. Here's flat guard with it. Flat guard to the right side. Now for Brown. Brown hesitates. Turns, flips it over left side for Say. Say to the free throw line. The jumper up. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by Delbridge. That was Brooks who took that shot. Here's Williams with it now on the right side. Privet now for Delbridge. Delbridge flips it down low. Is Hannah Jones. Her shot up. Yes, and in. And just like that, it's 8-2 Lady Flames. Working the paint beautifully at the moment. So here comes flat guard with it. She'll cross it over a couple times on the Warhawk logo. Flips it over left side. Now a double team for the Lady Flames offensively. Almost lost, and they will throw it away. Here comes Jones with it on the steal. Flips it over for Kara Williams. She'll hesitate, pump, step through everybody. Missed the layup, though. Rebound pulled down by the Lady Flames. Mahonen throws back up, no. Lose basketball, and they'll say an offensive foul is going to be called on Mahonen going over the back. So back to AUM. First chance the Lady Flames have for offensive rebounds, so don't get second chance points. I don't know how Kara Williams missed that layup a moment ago. First sub of the game here for AUM is Amaya Gray coming in. The junior from Ozark, Alabama, making her way into the court. Coach Phillips calls out the play. They'll feed it down low, in towards the paint. Little fadeaway jumper, that's off the money. No. Loose basketball. Should be a jump ball called. Still loose, and no, there's no jump ball. It's going to be Libby Privet with it. Here's Delbridge, hesitates, steps in, can't find anything. Back out for Privet. AUM's got the, I can't remember if this was like this last year or not. Here's Williams will drive, kicks it back out for Privet. She's gonna pump fake, hesitates with 10 on the shot clock. Williams will shoot a 3-ball, that's off badly. Rebound tipped out, gonna be off of Hannah Jones. And it'll go back to the Warhawks. I don't remember if AUM last year had orange outside the paint and then normal colored court in the painted area or not. I honestly don't remember after last year. Hard screen setup, runner on the way, that's no good. Offensive rebound pulled down by the Warhawks by Gray. They've been scoreless for 3 minutes now. Fed down low, her runner up, that's no good. And here comes Mahonen with it on the rebound. And here comes Privet. Privet hesitates, will cross it over, wants a screen. Bailey Burgess at the check-in now for the Lady Flames. Delbridge back out for Privet. Trying to go down low, nothing there, throws it for Carol Williams. Back for Privet, 12 on the shot clock. Mahonen on the elbow. Flips it over, Hannah Jones will pump fake. Cross it over down to 5, throws it cross court, deflected away with 3 on the shot clock. AUM settled in defensively there. Burgess will come in for Kara. So Bailey in for Kara here. Also coming in for AUM will be Small, back in for Brooks. Ball tipped out again on the inbounds. So we now got 1 on the shot clock here. So Privet directing a little traffic now on that baseline. Got to catch and shoot. Mahonen catches, puts it up way too strong. It'll be a shot clock violation. (8-2) our score, 5:30 to go here in this first half. Here comes Flatguard with it. AUM scoreless for quite a while now. They'll flip it back to Flatguard. On the left side, working on Burgess. She'll pick up her dribble. Down to 11 on the shot clock, right side. Hesitates, now here's Gray. She'll shoot a long, high arcing 3 and nail it. My goodness, that thing floated. And it's now 8-5. So just like that, back to a 3-point contest. Here's Privet. Lee now in a 2+ minute scoring drought. Delbridge going towards her left, and she traveled and did not get away with that one. She picked up her dribble and tried to pass, and nothing was there, and got called for the travel, and that'll bring us to our first media timeout of the contest. 8-5 is our score. We'll take a timeout. Be back with more here in a moment on the Lady Flames Sports Network.
Courtyard Marriott is a beautiful new hotel in Cleveland. It is located off I-75 and provides guests easy access to dining, entertainment, and shopping. Featuring a well-appointed lobby and public space, Courtyard Marriott has an on-site bistro offering breakfast and dinner every day. There is also an outdoor patio area with a fire pit. It features 2 on-site meeting and event spaces perfect for intimate or business gatherings. Their guest rooms are spacious with plush bedding. We hope to see you soon.
Dr. Austin Hazelwood is now welcoming new patients at CHI Memorial Family Practice Associates in Cleveland. To schedule your appointment, please call us today at 423-339-1760.
When you download the Hardees app and join My Rewards right now, buy 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders, get 3 free. Every Tuesday now through June. Get lost in the sauce, caught up in the crunch. Free tenders, only at Hardees.
8-5 our score here. Lady Flames in a drought of 2 minutes and 45 seconds. We're shooting 4 of 9 so far. 0 for 3 from long range. Kara's 0 for 2. She's 0 for 3 in the game. She missed a wide open layup. And Libby's 0 for 1. AUM 2 of 8 shooting. We have 2 turnovers. They have 1 turnover so far. Our 8 rebounds to their 3. AUM basketball, 8-5 our score. Here comes Flatguard with it. To the right side now for Brooks. Brooks the lob in towards the paint. They'll flip it back out. Around the horn, they're going to work it. Hesitates is Gray. Flips it back out for Flatguard. Down low, Hannah Jones steps in front of the passing lane and gets the steal. Nicely done there. And here comes Privet with it now into the front court. Libby following out the play. Delbridge trying to go down low for Mahonen. Nothing there. Here's Jones. Jones will go for Mahonen on the free throw line. Holding above her head, cross court, Libby Privet. Corner 3-ball. Short. Rebound. Anna Mahonen, but has it poked away. It'll stay with the Lady Flames. Privet inbounding it. Lady Flames now 0 for 4 from long range. Lob inbound for Jones. Now here's Burgess. In towards the corner is Delbridge. Delbridge for Privet again. Back for Mahonen. For Jones in the lane. Back out for Burgess. She'll catch and shoot a three. Bang! Bailey Burgess knocks it down. Makes it 11-5. Her first points of the night. First three-pointer for the Lady Flames. Here's Flatguard with it. Hands it off for Brooks. Brooks in the lane. Gets cut off. Now for Gray. Gray holding it above her head to the right side for Flatguard. Flatguard backs it in, now backs it out. Couple subs for the Lady Flames set to check in on the next time out. Almost stolen by Bailey Burgess. Goes into the hands of Brooks. Almost stolen again. Runner up. Yes, got it to fall somehow. Knocked that one down. Was small. Burgess will take a three. No. Gets her own rebound out of it, though. Then we'll throw it away. Trying to save it, and a foul's going to be called on the Lady Flames. They're going to hand to Jones on that foul. AUM yet to commit a foul. Lee has just had 2. Mahonen and Jones so far. Here comes Mila Williams and Abby McFarland into the game for the Lady Flames. And Kara Williams. So both Williams sisters out there. Flat guard. With it. Over for Brooks. Brooks hesitates, feeds down low. The runner up and got it. Tough move down low for AUM. And just like that, it's a little 2-point ball game at 11-9. Williams for Kara from Mila. McFarland back out for Kara. Here's Jones, backdoor for Mila Williams. She'll hesitate, put it up, missed it, get her own rebound, and throw it back out for McFarland. Here's Burgess again with it. Mila back for Bailey. She'll stop and pop another three. That's an air ball. Mila will try and save it and will not do so. Lady Flames really struggling from outside. Bailey Burgess made her first. Has missed the last 2. We're 1 for 7 from long range. 11-9 our score here. We've had 1 tie this ball game so far at 2-2. 2:24 to go in the first quarter. 2-point lead for the Lady Flames. Here comes Flatguard with it into the front court. Flatguard goes towards the left. Gets cut off, flips it back over for Brooks. Working on Kara. Brooks will pick up her dribble, flip it over for Gray. High arcing three, that's too strong. Rebound pulled down by McFarland. AUM now 1 of 2 from long range. Here's Abby in transition. Needs some help, finds Kara Williams. Into the corner for Mila. Abby McFarland back with it. Now for Jones at the free throw line. She'll step in, step forward, missed it badly off the side of the backboard. Rebound pulled down by Flatguard. Lee's gone cold shooting again. Here's Flatguard. Now for Brooks. Hesitates the drive. The runner on the way up. That's no good. Rebound pulled down. Put it back up and in. We're tied at 11-11. Amaya Gray got her own miss. Here come the Lady Flames back with it. Williams for Burgess. Now for Williams. Now Jones. Fed bad pass. Threw it away. And here comes AUM with it. A fast break opportunity. The runner up short. Nice rebound defense by Kara Williams. But then a foul is going to be called. There's going to be a turnover on Jones. Oh, they do get a foul on Kara with 1:10 to go. Here comes Mahonen and Delbridge back in. So free throws coming up here. I thought Kara had a clean play. They called a late foul on Kara. So free throws coming up here for Small. First one's up and is good. First lead for AUM in this contest. Small shooting 68% on the season. Second one is no good. Anna Mahone has mentioned back in. Libby Privet back in. Abby McFarland remains in. Kara Williams still in. 12-11 our score. Here's Williams into the corner for Privet. Privet steps in, hesitates. Here's Mahonen. Flips it back out for Williams. That's Kara. Mila's out of the game. For McFarland. Back for Kara. Behind the back dribble. Hesitate, needs some help. Lob down low for Mahonen. She'll catch, no. No foul called there, and here comes AUM with it. They get the block. Chance to go up more with 40 seconds left in the quarter. There's a travel, got away with it. The runner on the way up. Charge. Driving it was number 20, Small. She'll pick up her first foul, first of the game for AUM. Abby McFarland drew the charge, as she normally does. We'll go back to the Lady Flames. So here comes Privet with it now into the front court. 4-second difference between shot and game clock here. 25 seconds to go. We're down to 18 seconds in the quarter. So here comes Privet, now goes towards her left. Down to 8 on the shot clock. Privet hesitates, kicks it for Delbridge. Delbridge steps in, can't find anything for McFarland. Hesitates, has to get the shot. No, it'll be a shot clock violation. One too many passes from the Lady Flames. McFarland, again, she struggles to recognize the shot clock sometimes when she has the basketball instead of taking the shot early. With 3.8 chance for AUM to extend this lead into the quarter. Off the rim, no good. And that'll bring us to the end of the first period. The Lady Flames scoreless the last 4 minutes of this first quarter. 12-11 your score. We'll take a timeout. Back with more here in a moment on the Lady Flames Sports Network.
Lemon pepper fans, I hope you're sitting down because Zaxby's just dropped a mouth-watering lemon pepper dry rub. Now you can get that delicious zesty lemon and cracked black pepper flavor you love on the chicken you love. Try it any way you want, from Zaxby's lemon pepper wings and lemon pepper sandwiches to their lemon pepper chicken fingers. And with the Zaxby's app, all that lemon peppering can earn you rewards points. Now that's lemon pepper perfection. Zaxby's lemon pepper. Get some today. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
When injuries happen on and off the field, C4 Sports Therapy offers a total body functional approach to rehabilitation and helps you get back in motion fast. C4 is a different kind of therapy, offering personalized treatment programs and performance training and analysis in our professional athletic training facilities in Chattanooga and Cleveland. Our experienced high-energy team is focused on helping you recover fully from injuries, regain fitness after surgery, and prevent re-injury. Take your performance to the next level at sportmed.com/C4.
Great start to the game for the Lady Flames as they go up big early, 8-2, but then AUM's defense starts kicking in and held Lee scoreless for the last 4 minutes of the first quarter. And they have the lead now 12-11. Lee was 5 of 16 shooting in the first period with 13 rebounds. AUM 5 of 13 shooting with only 7 rebounds. And here we go with the second quarter. The Lady Flames have the basketball first. AUM in a zone, it looks like. Here's Delbridge for McFarland. Now for Delbridge again. Right side is Williams. The lob for Mahonen on the elbow. Backdoor cut for Privet. Almost lost it. Corner three for McFarland. Too strong. Rebound pulled down by Mahonen. She'll put the runner up and got it. Forced the shot, but we'll take it. 13-12 now your score. So here comes AUM with it. Back in the game is Gray and Brooks. Feed down low. It's going to go up and in for Brooks. And they retake the lead now, 14-13. It's a low-scoring game. Starting to trade the lead. Here's Williams now before McFarland. Lee is 1 of 8 from long range in the ball game. Kara Williams with it. Fed from Mahonen. She'll pull it from the free throw line. Too strong, but McFarland will have the rebound, then lose it. And here comes the Gray with the rebound. Into the front court come the Warhawks. I think that's Tony in the game for the first time. Yes, it is Tony. Long two on the way. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by Lee. 14-13 your score. Lee trying to retake the lead here. Down low for Mahonen. She'll catch it and won't make do with that one. Makes it 15-14 now. 8 of the 15 points belong to Anna Mahonen. Lee looking for a defensive stop. Into the front court, here come the Warhawks with it. Gray hands it off for Brooks. Brooks on the left side with it. Hesitates, turns, drives the runner up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Privet. Feed for Anna Honan, who runs the floor well. Foul's going to be called on AUM. First free throws of the game coming up for the Lady Flames. Who are they going to get? They're going to get Tamora Brown. Her first, team's first of the quarter. AUM only committed 2 personal fouls and only 1 personal foul in the first quarter. Lee had 3. So Mahonen will step up to shoot free throws here. A 66% free throw shooter. First free throw is good from Anna. 2-point lead again for the Lady Flames, 16-14. Second one from the player of the week. Got it. 3-point lead once again, 17-14. And here come the Warhawks with it. Flat guard will bring it up. The point guard for this team, transferred from UH a couple years ago. She'll cross it over. Hesitate. Turn. Picked up the dribble was Say. Long 3 on the way. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by Bailey Delbridge. Here come the Lady Flames, chance to extend the lead. Delbridge is going to run the floor. Hesitates. She'll kick it out for Privet. She'll pump fake. Privet out for Kara Williams. She'll dial up a 3-ball. Bang, bang. Nothing but bottom of the net for Kara Williams. And it's a 6-point lead just like that, 20-14, 7:22 to go here in this second quarter. Here's Flat guard with it. Double screen setter for her in the post. She'll hesitate, try to get the 3-point shot off, could not do so. In the lane is Say, her runner on the way up, partially tipped by Hannah Jones and rebound pulled down by Hannah. Here comes Privet back with it the other way. Lady Flames running and gunning. Privet going all the way herself, putting it up, and it'll be a blocking foul called on AUM. Let's see, that's going to be 20. Small. I think she was in the restricted area. That'd be her second, team second of the quarter. More free throws coming up here. Libby Privet was 0 for 2 so far, looking for her first points of the night. Anna Mahonen has half of our points, 10 of the 20. So here comes Privet with it now. Her first free throw is good. So 21-14 now. This is our largest lead at 7. Second one's good as well. Now we're up to an 8-point lead. It's a 9-0 run over the last 2 minutes. Couple subs for AUM. Gray came in for Small, and Shelby McAllister came in. Number 0, the junior from Tuscaloosa. So here's Brooks with it. Going to be double teamed out in the corner. They'll work it over for McAllister. Now for Brooks again. Brooks will turn, hesitate, can't get anything. Down to 1 on the shot clock. They're going to heave 1, and they will not get it. It hits the backboard, but a shot clock violation. Good defensive set from the Lady Flames. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout called by AUM. They need to talk this one over. We'll take a timeout with them as well. Lady Flames up by 8, 22-14. Back here in just a moment on the Lee Flames Sports Network.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside. Or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now, get it straight from our doors to yours.
When you download the Hardees app and join My Rewards right now, buy 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders, get 3 free. Every Tuesday now through June. Get lost in the sauce, caught up in the crunch. Free tenders, only at Hardees.
Dr. Austin Hazelwood is now welcoming new patients at CHI Memorial Family Practice Associates in Cleveland. To schedule your appointment, please call us today at 423-339-1760.
And welcome back here to AUM as we get ready to pick up the action. 22-14 is our score. It's a full night of conference action as we start the second round of games. We'll give you scores from around the conference as the night progresses. Bailey Burgess came back in during that timeout for Bailey Delbridge. So here comes Libby Privet with it into the front court for the Lady Flames. We're up by 8, 22-14. Burgess now for Jones. To the left side with it is Kara Williams. Here's Mahonen with it now. Holding it above her head. Still looking. Can't find anything. Hands it off for Burgess. Burgess flips it for Privet. Down to 12 on the shot clock. Jones. Now into the corner for Burgess. She'll pump fake. Flip it back up for Privet. She'll catch and shoot a 3. That's to be well short. Rebound pulled down by Tamora Brown. Into the front court is Brown. She'll pick up her dribble. Needs some help. Flips it over. Long arcing 3. That's no good. Rebound's going to be tipped out by AUM's Brown as Mahonen was trying to corral it. And it will go back to the Lady Flames. 22-14. 9-0 run now over 3.5 minutes. Privet calls out the play from Coach Rowe. The number Navy uniforms. Be a reach-in foul called on Brown there. So after only just one foul in the first quarter, they've been called for a handful more here in this second quarter. That'll be the second on Tamora. So 2 of their key players out right now. Brown 5th in the conference in points per game. And Small, who's 3rd in rebounds, is out. Here's Privet. See if the Lady Flames can take advantage here. Into the corner, Kara Williams. How about another 3 from Kara? Got it again. Nothing but bottom of the net for Kara. She has 2 threes now. And it's just like that, an 11-point lead. Into the front court, here comes AUM with it now. This is number 4, Stagnaro with it. She's a freshman from Marietta, Georgia. The runner, up, no. Rebound pulled down by the Lady Flames. 11-point lead here in this second quarter. 5:05 to go. Feed down low for Mahonen. Back out for Jones. Almost lost it. Corner for Bailey Burgess. She'll sidestep a 3. No. Hannah Jones, her little runner up. No, but she'll be hacked and fouled by Stagnaro. Her first, team's 4th of the quarter. And Hannah Jones will shoot free throws. Lee leads his all-time series 32-6. We're 13-4 here in Montgomery. First ever meeting was even before I was born, just barely. 1988, November of 1988. Lee lost 80-78 in Montgomery. First free throw up, and it's good from Jones. All Lady Flames here at the moment. Now up by 12 in this quarter. Got them both. Was Jones. So 27-14 now. 13-point lead. It's in a 14-0 run. Lee has outscored AUM 16-2 in this second quarter. 4:50 to go. We've already had the media timeout because of that timeout called by AUM. Here's Brown with it. She's back in with the 2 personal fouls. Flat guard into the corner, and they'll say foul called on Lee, on Hannah Jones. Put 2 hands on the back. So she'll have to sit down with 2 personal fouls. First player in foul trouble for the Lady Flames. First foul of the quarter, though. To be the second foul of the quarter for the Lady Flames. They've committed 4 in the game. No, it's the first. It was 3 in the first quarter. So here comes the inbound now for Brown with 18 on the shot clock. Anna Mahonen had to come back in for Jones. Now for flat guard. Flat guard trying to get the shot off on Burgess, can't do so. Fed down low, working her way through. Tough runner, no. Rebound tipped by Mahonen to herself, and an over back foul is going to be called on AUM. Then on, looks like 5. Is that Jessup that got called for that foul? I couldn't tell from this angle of what number that was called. They're gonna get Brooks with the foul. That's 24, not a 5. Her first. Callie Brewer checking in the game now for the Lady Flames for the first time. The sophomore from Benton. There is Privet now for Burgess. Lob down low from Mahonen. Almost mishandled it. Reverse layup. Too easy. They tried to peel off and get the steal. Misplayed it, and Mahonen just made them pay. 15-point lead now. It's a 16-0 run. 29-14. 4 minutes to go here. Flat guard with it on the right side. Flat guard uses a screen. Picks up her dribble. Hesitates. The drive in the lane. The runner blocked by Mahonen, but she'll be called for the foul. She swatted too much with it. So Anna will pick up her second foul. Team second of the quarter. So here comes Kara Lefevue into the ball game for the first time. Kara, the redshirt sophomore from Knoxville, had a pretty good game against CBU the other day. So free throws coming up here. First one on the way is good. That stops the 16-0 run. 29-15 now. Brooks will shoot another free throw. She's an 88% free throw shooter, so pretty good. Second in the conference in free throw percentage, only behind Abby McFarland. Makes the second, and it's 29-16. Little trap being applied here. Here's Burgess with it. She's going to drive the lane, gets cut off, needs some help. Back out for Privet, now for Delbridge. Delbridge back for Privet. Trying to find Lefevue down low, can't find her. Here's Delbridge, right side for Brewer, into the corner for Privet. She'll pump fake, step in, lob it for Bailey Burgess. She'll hesitate, almost traveled with it. I don't know why she didn't shoot that shot. Burgess with 6 on the shot clock. Now for Privet. Privet's going to drive, lost the handle on it, had to poke away from behind, and here comes Brown with it in transition. Brown kicks out for flat guard. She'll catch and shoot a 3 in rhythm. Nope. Long rebound, tipped, loose, pulled down by Brewer. The outlet pass for Delbridge. Delbridge goes all the way, coast to coast, slides it up and in. Good running by Bailey Delbridge. I'm still not sure why Bailey Burgess didn't take the 3 there. She was wide open for it, unless she felt pressure from somewhere I couldn't tell. And it's 31-16. Under 3 minutes to go now here in this first half. Brown goes towards the right, working on Delbridge. Double screens again set up for this AUM squad. To the left side. Here comes the drive from flat guard. Her runner on the way up. That's no good. Rebound, loose on the floor, and finally pulled down by Privet. Libby into the front court for Delbridge. Here's Brewer. Now for Burgess. Almost lost it. Go back out for Delbridge. Now for Lefevue at the free throw line. She'll pull up from the free throw line. Too strong. Rebound pulled down by AUM. Maybe not the best of shots there. Early in the shot clock from Lefevue. She's got the range, but not always the most accurate from there. Here's the drive from flat guard underneath. She's taking the last 3 shots. Good defense from the Lady Flame by Callie Brewer, and that one is stolen away. So here comes Privet for Burgess in the corner. She'll pump fake. Back for Privet. Privet now for Brewer. Into the corner for Delbridge. Delbridge now for Brewer. They're leaving her open now for Burgess. Burgess thought about a 3. Hesitates, finds Privet. Has the ball poked away. Out of bounds. 7 on the shot clock. 1:45 to go. Here comes Kara Williams in for Privet now. Substitution here. Kara with 6 points. Hannah Jones with 6 points. Anna Mahonen with 10 so far. Inbound for Burgess. Now down to 5 seconds. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Lee's got to do something here. Flips it over in a shot clock violation. Kara, I don't think they ever looked up at the shot clock. I think they thought they had a lot more time on the shot clock. That's the second shot clock violation on Lee here tonight. So here come the Warhawks with it now. Smalls back in the game with the 2 personal fouls. Here's Say. Little jumper up and good from Brooks. Makes it 31-18, back to a 13-point contest. Lee scoreless for a minute and a half. Feed down low, no. Rebound, Kara Lefevue. She'll go back up, miss it way too much. And then a foul's going to be called on, I think, Callie Brewer. Lefevue just threw it way too hard off the glass. They're going to check the court here for moisture, excuse me. Yep, they did get Callie on the foul. Her first. So here comes Brown with it now. With a minute to go here in this second quarter. Runner from small, halfway down and out. Rebound pulled down by Lefevue. And here comes Kara Williams with it now. 52 seconds to go before halftime. Williams for Delbridge. Now for Burgess. Corner 3, got it. Bailey Burgess with another 3, and it's 34-18. It's a 16-point lead, largest lead for the Lady Flames. 32 seconds to go now before halftime. Here's Flatguard with it. Holding it above her head is Brooks, right at the free throw line. She'll pull up for the jumper. That's good. Rolls through the net. Here's Williams with it. Kara with 8 seconds left. Picks up her dribble. Finds Brewer. Out for Delbridge. With 3 seconds, she'll stop in. Her runner off the glass and got it. Bailey Delbridge knocks it down, and that'll send us to the halftime break. 36-20. All Lady Flames into the second quarter as they lead it here at the halftime. We outscored them 25-8 in the second quarter, and we lead it by 16. We'll step aside, come back with your Hardees halftime report and much more here on the Lee Flames Sports Network.
When you download the Hardees app and join My Rewards right now, buy 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders, get 3 free. Every Tuesday now through June. Get lost in the sauce, caught up in the crunch. Free tenders, only at Hardees.
When injuries happen on and off the field, C4 Sports Therapy offers a total body functional approach to rehabilitation that helps you get back in motion fast. C4 is a different kind of therapy, offering personalized treatment programs and performance training and analysis in our professional athletic training facilities in Chattanooga and Cleveland. Our experienced high-energy team is focused on helping you recover fully from injuries, regain fitness after surgery, and prevent re-injury. Take your performance to the next level at sportmed.com/C4.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside. Or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now get it straight from our doors to yours.
At McDonald's, we're making changes every day to serve you better. It's what we're made of. And serving you better means fresh beef quarter-pounder burgers. Your burger, his burger, her burger. All cooked fresh, right when you order. Made from pure North American beef and just a pinch of salt and pepper. Because we think there's nothing better than fresh beef quarter-pounder burger made for you, right when you order. And that's just one way we're showing you what we're made of.
Toyota of Cleveland has the largest selection of pre-owned inventory in the area. Stop in and also check out the all-new redesigned 2024 Toyota Tacoma. All new Toyotas are arriving daily. Their friendly staff is ready and willing to get you in a car that you'll love today. Check out their entire selection in person at Toyota of Cleveland, Exit 20, and online at Toyota.
Donegal Insurance Group. Our roots run deep in Bradley County, providing the widest array of insurance options and customized solutions for your insurance needs. Call us for a quote today at 423-472-5051. And let's talk, neighbor. Insurance Incorporated is a division of RSS Insurance.
We have proudly served the Cleveland-Bradley County area as well as surrounding counties for 30 years. At Southern Promotions Group, we provide you with great customer service, as well as quick turnaround times and affordable pricing. Visit us at 3535 Keith Street, Suite 5, or call us at 423-458-2536. We are proud to be a longtime supporter of Lee Athletics. Go Flames!
Your Hardees halftime report here. The Lady Flames lead it big, 36-20, outscoring AUM 25-8 in that second quarter. Let's take a look at your first half stats here on your Hardees halftime report. First up for AUM, they were 8 of 27 for 29% from the field, 1 of 5 from long range for 20%. 12 rebounds, 3 offensive, 9 defensive, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 6 fouls, and 5 turnovers. They had 5 points off of the bench. 8 points off turnovers, 8 points in the paint, 2 second chance points in that first half. Brooks has 10 of their 20 points, 5 from Gray and 5 from Small. Brown, their leading scorer, 0 for 4 shooting so far in this contest. For Lee, 36 points, 10 from Anna Mahonen, 8 from Bailey Burgess, 6 from Hannah Jones, 6 from Kara Williams, 4 from Bailey Delbridge, and 2 from Libby Privet. Brewer, LeFew, Mila Williams, and Abby McFarland all played and did not score. We were 13 of 30 for 43.3% from the field, 4 of 12 from long range for 33%, and 6 of 6 from the free throw line for 100%. 25 rebounds, 8 offensive, 17 defensive rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 6 fouls, 7 turnovers in the contest. We had 8 points off of the bench, 2 fast break points, 3 points off turnovers, 14 points in the paint, 9 second chance points here this evening. We had 11 points after the first quarter, 25 in the second quarter for the 36-20 lead. Awim went to that zone defense and really caused havoc down low for the Lady Flames in terms of points in the paint from like Anna and Hannah in that first half. And that is a look at your halftime score. We will step aside for another quick timeout, come back and get you ready for the start of the second half and give you out-of-town scores right after this here on the Lady Flames Sports Network.
Lemon pepper fans, I hope you're sitting down because Zaxby's just dropped a mouth-watering lemon pepper dry rub. Now you can get that delicious zesty lemon and cracked black pepper flavor you love on the chicken you love. Try it any way you want, from Zaxby's lemon pepper wings and lemon pepper sandwiches to their lemon pepper chicken fingers. And with the Zaxby's app, all that lemon peppering can earn you rewards points. Now that's lemon pepper perfection. Zaxby's lemon pepper. Get some today. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
When injuries happen on and off the field, C4 Sports Therapy offers a total body functional approach to rehabilitation and helps you get back in motion fast. C4 is a different kind of therapy, offering personalized treatment programs and performance training and analysis in our professional athletic training facilities in Chattanooga and Cleveland. Our experienced high-energy team is focused on helping you recover fully from injuries, regain fitness after surgery, and prevent re-injury. Take your performance to the next level at sportmed.com/C4.
Goodness of the new grilled cheese bacon burger. Angus beef, bacon, and Swiss and American cheese melting on our soft buttery sourdough. And our new grilled cheese breakfast sandwich with sausage or bacon and a fried egg. Only at Hardees.
Dr. Austin Hazelwood is now welcoming new patients at CHI Memorial Family Practice Associates in Cleveland. To schedule your appointment, please call us today at 423-339-1760.
Southern Promotions Group provides school, team, and corporate apparel as well as promotional products. You name it, we can do it. We have proudly served the Cleveland-Bradley County area as well as surrounding counties for 30 years. At Southern Promotions Group, we provide you with great customer service, as well as quick turnaround times and affordable pricing. Visit us at 3535 Keith Street, Suite 5, or call us at 423-458-2536. We are proud to be a longtime supporter of Lee Athletics. Go Flames!
When you need immediate medical care, AFC Urgent Care is here and ready to see you 7 days a week. AFC Urgent Care providers treat colds, flu, burns, allergic reactions, and viral infections. Plus, perform digital x-rays, sutures, sports physicals, and same-day in-house labs and much more. AFC Urgent Care clinics see patients 6 months and up and are open at convenient hours that fit into your busy schedule. Your local AFC is open, safe, and ready to serve you.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
As a homeowner, I'm always looking for peace of mind, especially when I have a costly unplanned expense, like a cooling system repair or replacement. That's when I turn to the free eScore home evaluation program offered by Cleveland Utilities. This program offers invaluable advice from experts trained and approved by TVA. A network of contractors are licensed and insured, so you can be assured the job will be done right and inspected for free. Sign up online at www.2escore.com or call Cleveland Utilities at 472-4521 to learn more. Always looking for ways to help our community. We are Cleveland Utilities, your hometown connection.
Dennis and Marcia Botts at Award Realty support Lee University basketball. The realtors at Award Realty in Cleveland can help you make the right real estate decision. Find your dream home today. Call 423-400-1042 or email Marcia at marciabotts.com. From Dennis and Marcia Botts and the team at Award Realty, go Flames.
Your journey, whether 100 miles or 1,000, to rivers, deserts, forests, canyons, starts with one step. Embrace the journey. Love the destination. Eagle Christian Tours.
Halftime here at AUM Athletic Complex. Philip Tang back here with you on your Hardees halftime report. The Lady Flames lead at 36-20 here right now as we get ready to start the second half. We're still about 4 minutes away from the start of this one. Let's give you some out-of-town scores because it's a big night in Gulf South Conference action. 26-25, West Florida leads West Alabama in Livingston by 1 point at the halftime break. West Florida, in terms of the standings with the Lady Flames, are one game up on the Lady Flames, so we're keeping an eye on that one. Also, scoring around the conference, almost halftime, Delta State all over Christian Brothers, 52-27. Actually, that was in the third quarter, 52-27, all Delta State in that one. Halftime, Huntsville leads Valdosta State 31-23. And at halftime, Union all over Mississippi College, 43-24. And at halftime, Montevallo leads Trevecca at the moment, 23-21. And that is your out-of-town scoreboard here on your Hardees halftime report. We'll take one more quick timeout, come back and get you ready for the start of the second half right after this here on the Lee Flames Sports Network.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside, or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now, get it straight from our doors to yours.
Is a 401k all you need to prepare for retirement? There is much more to retirement beyond single investments. Comprehensive financial planning is what we offer here at Allon Planning Partners. 423-315-1441 or visit allonplanning.com. That's ALLON planning.com.
Investment advisory services offered through Foundations Investment Advisors, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
As we get ready to start this second half of action here on the Lee Flames Sports Network, Philip Tang back here with you this evening from the AUM Athletic Complex. Lady Flames have won here 13 times in their history, lost here 4 times. Lee have spent the last 4 contests. So a team that's kind of had our number in the last few times. We've had a 5-game win streak, 7-4 and 14 since the series began. Back in action on Saturday at Montevallo, another team that's had Lee's number at time the last few years, as the Lady Flames will play Montevallo. That'll be at 1 Eastern on Saturday, 12 Central. So those of you going to brave the weather, maybe planning to make that trip, it'll be at 2 hours earlier because of the weather. But we'll have that game for you right here on ESPN Cleveland, 101.3, brought to you by CHI Memorial. Or you can watch the game, as always, on Flow College, powered by Cleveland Utilities. Standings in the Gulf South Conference look like this. It's all Huntsville at the moment. They're 11-0. They went through the first half of the conference unblemished, winning all 11 games. West Florida is 8-3. Lee, Union, and Trevecca all tied at 7-4. So who knows where this could end up. Valdosta and Delta are both 6 and 5. West Alabama, Mississippi College are both 5 and 6. And Montevallo and AUM are 2 and 9. CBU's looking for their first win in conference action. It'll be AUM basketball to start this second half. And so let's see who's on the floor comes out. It's going to be Anna, Kara, Libby, Hannah, and that Bailey, yes. Coming out for the Lady Flames. For AUM is going to be flat guard, Small, Say, Brooks, and Brown coming out there. So the starters for both teams starting this second half. We'll give you foul situation coming up a little bit later, and we are underway with the second half. Phillips Hang here with you. Here is Brown with it, working on Delbridge. Brown's going to drive the lane, kick it, throw it down low, hesitates, turns, almost walking with it. Brown on that left wing. Hesitates, drives, a little fade away, no, but a foul's going to be called on Delbridge. She gets called for the bump, so free throws coming up here. Brown looking for her first point of the ball game. She averages 14.9. And again, she had 41 in the loss to West Alabama in overtime. So the 66% free throw shooter will step up and miss it. Wow. Missed that free throw. So it remains at 36-20. Looking for the first points of the half. Second one, that one rattles in. So 36-21, back to a 15-point contest. And here comes the first possession for the Lady Flames. Here's Privet with it. Now for Mahonen. Mahonen's going to drive, hesitate, go up with the left hand and lays it in. Oh, Anna Mahonen in this game. 38-21 your score. Back the other way, here come the Warhawks with it. This is Brown with it. You imagine she's going to take a lot more shots in this half. Here's flat guard with it. Wants a screen, setting up some play. Here comes the screen for her. She used a double screen. NBA range three, no. Rebound, offensive rebound. And we'll have a reach-in foul called on, we'll see who it's going to be on. They're going to get Privet with it. So Privet will pick up her first foul. So 2 fouls already for the Lady Flames here in this third quarter. Non-shooting foul. Catch and shoot deep jumper on the way. That one rolls off the rim. Rebound pulled down by Jones. And the lob almost stolen by flat guard. And it will be stolen. Nope, she stepped out of bounds. Tried to lob it over the top of flat guard for Williams, what you want to do. But flat guard just jumped up and knocked it out. So back to the Lady Flames. Hannah will fix her hair. The Bradley Central star will toss it to the Wofford transfer. 2 of the transfers on this team this year. Here's Delbridge. Hesitates, pulls up. Jay up, Jay down. Ooh, that was smooth from Bailey Delbridge. 40-21 now. It's our largest lead now at 19. Here's flat guard with it. Flips it back across. Hesitates. Going to drive the runner up. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by Delbridge. And into the front court, here come the Lady Flames. Privet quickly. Cross court for Kara Williams. She'll set it back up. Trying to go down low to Mahonen. Nothing's there yet. Finds Jones in the corner. Back out for Williams. Kara now for Delbridge. Delbridge to the right side for Privet. Now for Mahonen. Mahonen hesitates. Drives her scoop up. No. Rebound pulled down. But a late foul is going to be called. The official there, Truett Nettles, called it very, very late. But free throws coming up here. So Mahonen will shoot free throws. Small picked up her third foul there. So that's a big third foul. First of the half for the Warhawks. Coach Phillips in her second year as the head coach. She's 14-31. She was the interim coach last year. Anna's first free throw up, and it's good. It's a 20-point lead now, all Lady Flames at this point. Second free throw up, and that one's halfway down and out. And rebound pulled down by Privet. Needs some help. Flips it back out. Good offensive rebound by the Lady Flames. Mahonen now back for Privet. Thought about a three. Now for Kara instead. For Mahonen at the elbow. Turns. Little fadeaway J that's up. That one rattles on in. And it's all Lee. I mean, absolutely all Lady Flames here. 43-21 now. The only thing Anna's done wrong is missed that free throw so far in this contest. Here's flat guard now for Small. Small fake the handoff, drive the baseline, hesitate, put the runner up, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped into the hands of Privet. Man, I don't know how many AUMs have rolled off the lip like that here tonight. Here's Mahonen. Fed for Jones, back out for Privet, wide open for three. Yes! Nothing but bottom of the net for Libby Privet. And it's a rout going on right now, and a timeout asked for by Coach Ashley Phillips. And it's all Lady Flames, 46-21 your score here in the third quarter. 7:06 to go. Back here in a moment on ESPN Cleveland 101.3, brought to you by CHI Memorial.
Town Place Suites Cleveland is located off I-75 and provides guests easy access to dining, entertainment, and shopping. It features spacious guest suites with full kitchens, apartment-style living, allowing guests to feel more at home. A complimentary breakfast is served daily. The Something Borrowed program allows guests the ability to feel right at home with the use of slow cookers, blenders, rice cookers, cookbooks, board games, and more. We hope to see you soon.
At McDonald's, we're making changes every day to serve you better. It's what we're made of. And serving you better means fresh beef quarter-pounder burgers. Your burger, his burger, her burger. All cooked fresh, right when you order. Made from pure North American beef and just a pinch of salt and pepper. Because we think there's nothing better than a fresh beef quarter-pounder burger made for you, right when you order. And that's just one way we're showing you what we're made of.
46-21 for the Lady Flames. It's a 10-1 run to start this third quarter. And we lead it by 25 now, our largest of the contest. So AUM calls their second timeout of the game. No subs for the Lady Flames during that timeout. And here comes AUM back with it. Into the front court is Brown. Almost stolen by Jones. Anticipated it, but knocked it out of bounds instead. And here come the Warhawks to inbound it opposite way from their bench. Delbridge guarding the inbound here. Now for flat guard, working on Williams. Flat guard goes towards the right. Hesitates, hands it off. Spinning in the lane is a Gray. Back out for flat guard. She'll catch and shoot a three. That's off badly. But a rebound pulled down by AUM. Here's Brown. Steps in now, steps back. We'll have, what? A shot clock violation. I didn't even look at the shot clock. And it'll be the second one for AUM here in this game. My bad for not looking at the shot clock there after that inbounds. And here come the Lady Flames with it now. 46-21. It's a 10-0 run over the last 3 minutes here. Here's Delbridge. Now for Williams. Here's Mahonen with it. Hesitates, holds it above her head. Flips it back for Williams. Kara drives. Can't find anything. Hesitates. Now finds Delbridge on the left side. Delbridge will pump fake. Hesitate, drive. Throw it off the glass, up and in. Bailey Delbridge knocks it down. 48-21 now. It's a 27-point lead. It's a 12-0 run now. So we've had a 16-0 run and a 12-0 run. 48-21. Here's flat guard with it. Trying to go down low. They will do so. Double teaming her. Maybe three in the key there. May got away with it. Here's Brown working on Jones now. Brown's going to drive. Go right past Hannah Jones. Missed the layup. That's just the kind of night it's been for AUM. She missed that wide open layup. Into the front court. Here come the Lady Flames with it. Privet down low from Mahonen. She's wide open. And she missed a wide open layup. She'll rub her shoe on that one. Gets a little better grip. She absolutely just missed a wide open gimme shot. Fed down low. They'll throw one up. That's an air ball. Rebound pulled down by Mahonen. Flip it out for Williams. She'll save it. In the fast break, here's Jones down low. And it will be deflected on the pass intended for Delbridge. It was thrown too low for Jones to take a shot. Mahonen checks out. Here comes Brewer into the game. and Abby McFarland. We're going small ball here. Delbridge, McFarland, Brewer, Privet, and Jones. 48-21 is our score. Inbound for McFarland. Abby holding it above her head. Flips it for Jones down low. She'll hesitate. Flip it into the corner. Privet thought about a three, and they'll say a foul's going to be called on flat guard. Put two hands on her. Her first. Was this team's second of the quarter. And so it would be inbounding it for Privet. Fresh 20 on the shot clock. Inbound for Jones right at the free throw line. She'll pump fake, hesitate, drive right by, have her shot blocked, but a foul's going to be called on Gray. Must have just gotten enough of the arm there. Some more free throws coming up here for Hannah. She needs 15 more points to get to 1,000. Maybe we'll get it this weekend. 48-21, 5:05 to go here in the third. Free throw's good. 28-point lead now. It's a 13-0 run over the last 4:38. If you say even more, it's a 39-9 run. Second free throw is up, and it's good. And here comes AUM with it. Tony back into the game. Tony with it now again. On the left side, there's a foul called away from the basketball on Gray. I guess it was an illegal screen. I didn't see it. It was way away from the basketball. Here comes Privet with it. So back to the Lady Flames. Gray picked up her second foul. I honestly did not see it because it was so far away from the basketball. Here's Callie Brewer with it. Now for Jones. Jones, the lob for Delbridge. Hesitates, throws it up. No, can't get the friendly roll. Rebound pulled down by the Warhawks. Tony with it now for a flat guard. Flat guard backs it in, now backs it out. Flips it over left side for Say. Now in the lane, we got a foul called on Lee, on Jones, down low. Put two hands on her. That'll get you every time. And that'll be the third foul on Hannah. So here comes Anna back in. But that'll bring us to our under 5 media timeout here in the third quarter. All Lee here at the moment, 50-21. Back here in a moment on ESPN Cleveland 101.3, brought to you by CHI Memorial.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside. Or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now get it straight from our doors to yours.
Town Place Suites Cleveland is located off I-75 and provides guests easy access to dining, entertainment, and shopping. It features spacious guest suites with full kitchens, apartment-style living, allowing guests to feel more at home. A complimentary breakfast is served daily. The Something Borrowed program allows guests the ability to feel right at home with the use of slow cookers, blenders, rice cookers, cookbooks, board games, and more. We hope to see you soon.
Media timeout over. Anna Mahonen back in the game, as mentioned, for Hannah Jones. Remember earlier this year, Lee only beat AUM 79-56. It was actually a really close game at halftime, as they actually led it. We actually led it by just 2 at halftime. Catch and shoot quickly on the inbound. No. Offensive rebound pulled down by Small, and it'll be tipped out off of Bailey Delbridge. Brooks caught it and shot it, and then Small rebound, pulled down, and threw it back up, could not get it. To me, that was a Say that caught it and threw it back up, could not get it. Small will check out. Lob inbound now for Gray, who's in. Here's Tony going towards the right. The hesitation, lob down low, and they'll finally get a jumper to fall after basically 9 minutes, or 8 minutes of nothing. Jumper was good by Brooks. And 50-23. That stops a 14-0 run. So we've had a 16-0 run and a